whatever money you could have given Saquon, you also signed Drew Lock.
The Star.
Yeah, y'all already know. Seven the pan. That dude Fizz on the beat. Yeah. We live in entertainment. Sound change. Crown the kings, homie. This is where it get ill. About to have the tip off live as a tip drill. From the court to the diamond, to the track, to the big skin, flying round the field, starting five forever, keeping it real. If it matters in the world of sports, blue jeans and long sleeves, they taking no shorts. So hot to death, oh yes, these are the sports podcasts live as a pros course. Biz market wave, the starting five goes off. No matter who you cheer for, emotions out the window, they analyzing with clear thoughts. They take it way deeper than the force ever. No longer got any use for the four letters. The latest news, score stats and the view from the sideline. Ain't no guideline, it's just the truth. Yeah, no need to dig for a pardon line. It's always in season if people starting five. We going in on three, run the baseline, start five. We got what you need. If the sports news you see, we don't waste time. We talking cause we live it. We got what you need. We going in on three, run the baseline, start five. We got what you need. And y'all know me, seven sign, I'm the illest cat spit. I got what you need.
What up, y'all? We back. We're about to show the inner fat kid in us. But most importantly, we getting into what you heard at the beginning. We gotta talk about these New York vaginas or giants. My bad. But y'all know who it is. Newest episode of the Spotify podcast. Hit that box next to CJ's head. He's looking at me like looking at the screen and looking at me like, yo, you fuck you.
You gotta take it, boy.
What up, TJ? Fix your face.
Man, she was unnecessary, dog.
And I gotta say sorry, yo. I just missed you last weekend at the brewery joint.
Oh yeah. Shit. What was I talking about? Oh man. Anyway, you fucked me up with that.
Get it together. Get it together.
Yeah. So I'm on an edible too, so that's maybe the delay. Anyway. I'm back. I'm here. Looking forward to the short week, boy. Yes. And the food that puts you in the coffin faster than anything else. So
that's a Big Mama and soul food.
Oh yeah. I want all the grease. I want all the gravy, all the juice, all of it. I'm ready. I'm gonna put on a good 8 pounds between Thursday and Friday. Facts.
Oh, and you see how he's already pre-gaming, as he said. He went to Super Mario World to pre-game. What up, Mo?
What's good, man? Yo, you was a trooper, boy. Because I did that. Yo, I was done. We supposed to have the show, but I had the show. The Sunday night, that Monday morning, I was done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I salute you for that, boy. Nah, man, yo, great show, man. I know, we're gonna talk about Turkey Day and all that, and unfortunately, I know we're gonna have to bring up my boys that's on television right now. That I'm betting against. But no, man, I'm looking forward to a good show, man. Tyrone.
Wow. Betting against your own team, that's just
Hey, listen, man.
But anyway, I'm looking forward to this week, short week at work, and hopefully they let us get off early on Wednesday so we can do meal prep and all that stuff that we gotta do. But I was looking forward to this week because this Dallas Commanders game was a game that for me when the season started. But
that win came through right on time, boy.
But nonetheless,
Yeah.
I'm still excited about the game. I want to see how Jaden Daniels can bounce back from a subpar performance against the Eagles. I want to see if he he finally got tested for real, and I want to see if he can bounce back off of that. So I'm looking forward to that and looking forward to the show.
Well, yeah. Thankfully, it's not a game worth watching. And guess what? We get to see Dallas finally fucking lose on a Thanksgiving. I'm okay with that. But yeah, man. We're definitely as promised. We're gonna do the tier list of the top foods. Now, I'm looking over this shit. I'm looking over the list, and it seems like a very white Thanksgiving. So while we're talking, though, I might try to find a different one that's got a little bit more stuff in there. But yeah, man, back to football, back to who y'all are watching right now. Last time I was on this computer, my thing said Daniel Jones is not 100% the problem. I just went back and backspaced out the not to give us Daniel Jones is 100% of the problem, but he is more like 60% of the problem because your Giants also fired your dumbass GM, which is funny because right before we started this show, the funny part of this is I was watching on Instagram, somebody put up a clip saying, what's his name? Gelman is his name, the GM's name?
Gettleman, yeah.
Gettleman's son is smarter than the GM. And his son was laying on the couch throwing the ball in the air. And he was like, you need to go get Jaden Daniels. I mean, the rest is history right now. And that doesn't prove that would have worked out for your team. But I understand.
No,
I understand.
No. Gettleman was the GM that got Daniel Jones. I think it's Shane or Shine. He's the one that he's the one that's now. Yeah.
Right. It was the one that's there now. There now. Well, isn't he the one that didn't he also just get fired though?
I didn't know he got fired.
No, that was the one guy from the Jets. The Jets
GM
just got
fired. The Jets. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the other circus.
It's coming though. It's coming.
Two New York shit shows. Two New York City shit shows.
It's coming. Believe me.
Absolutely a shit show.
Yeah.
Undeniably the biggest shit of the show you'd have ever seen. You know what I'm saying? It's just everywhere. And in the same building. So imagine how high that shit is right now. That shit's really high.
I never would have thought though that in all my years of following this team that it would just come down to this. Like we were never supposed to be the clown show of the NFL. You know, one thing the Giants always prided themselves on was it being a first-class organization. You know, it ran.
It should be more like the Steelers. Right. It should be more like the
Correct.
Steelers. But we're not. And damn,
I don't know
about
where
that.
where this happened. I mean, Gettleman did an okay job at Carolina. The Giants went ahead and scooped him up and I'm like, you know, what was wrong? What was wrong with Reese again? You know, I mean, I guess, you know, he was just, you know, he wasn't
Jerry
going
Reese
the right
never
way.
gave Eli a line after the second Super Bowl.
But neither did Gettleman. You know, I mean, I don't know, man. Listen, we all the fans is one of the few times where the fans got it right in draft day when we were all like, what the hell? Why are we signing this guy? Daniel Jones. You know, at 6. He would have been there in the 3rd round. You know, and they all doubled down on it. Not giving Saquon his money. And like I was saying before, you know, I got cut off or whatever. okay, not only did you decide to let Saquon walk, but you also signed Drew Lock, and then you decide you're not gonna play him. We're gonna bring in Paulie. No, you know what? Let me not say that. We're bringing in DeVito.
Tommy Cutlets. Extra
Like,
parm.
why?
I want extra parm on my cutlets, fam.
Over here.
Heavy on the sauce.
Over here. I'm talking about my fucking Tommy Cutlets on Staten Italy over here.
I don't know. TJ, maybe you could, maybe you have a better insight on this, man. I don't know.
No, man, it's just been poorly run from the top down. They refuse to draft interior linemen of quality. Then, they hit or miss on the defense. There's no continuity. There's no, all right, we're solid here. We just got to make this side better, or we're solid there, and we got to make this side better. It's universally bad, both sides of the ball, and just I don't know who their scouts are. Their scouts are ass, because we should have been developing. I feel sorry for Malik Neighbors because I don't know when he'll get a good quarterback. He might waste his first 7 years like Odell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Odell wasted his years with your boy. I mean, like, what are y'all saying?
Yeah,
I mean, he put up numbers.
I thought Manning was that dude. When I talk bad about Eli, y'all get on me. But now y'all here talking bad about Eli. You know what I'm saying? Beckham had Eli there.
Listen. When you say his name, make sure you say 2-time Super Bowl winner. Okay. Make sure you say 2-time Super Bowl winner Eli Manning.
Michael Strahan won those Super Bowls. That's who won those Super Bowls. Michael Strahan.
He only won one.
Okay.
Michael Strahan played 1 against 11 and defeated won everything.
Yes. Okay. The Omar Tyree catch was bullshit. Let's just say that.
Let's say this. Why did Eli Manning have to make 2 game-winning drives in both Super Bowls if the defense was all fucking that? They didn't have a top 10 ranked defense in either of those Super Bowl runs. Either of them.
And dude, they took the number and in those Super Bowl games, they held the number 1 offense in the league to 14 points.
Why was Eli Manning?
Who did that?
Why was Eli Manning had the most fourth quarter comebacks that season?
Hold on.
Why did Eli Manning have 9 quarterback comebacks?
Let me explain something to you, right?
Because he played like ass in the beginning of the games.
Oh, here we go.
The New England Patriots scored 14 points, right?
Here we go.
And you're saying that Eli Manning, in a game that the other team only had 14, had to have a fourth quarter comeback? That means his offense was stinking it up. That's what that means. If you got to have a fourth...
Oh, so New England didn't have a good enough defense to carry them to the Super Bowl? So that New England defense... And we got to talk... See... Did Tom Brady win those Super Bowls, or did Adam Vinatieri win those Super Bowls? Because if Adam Vinatieri misses those field goals, Tom Brady is a fucking 2000 version of Jim Kelly because he can't win shit.
Oh, my God. We ain't going to keep going over this. Adam Vinatieri wouldn't have had the chance to kick him if it wasn't for Tom Brady. If the hands was pots and pans, we'd be living in the kitchen. Okay? Adam Vinatieri wouldn't have had no chance of kicking any of those field goals if it wasn't for Tom being terrific.
And those New York Giants teams wouldn't have had any chance of winning those Super Bowls if it wasn't for Eli Manning doing what he did also. So let's just stop that nonsense. I just said it. Eli fucking Manning.
One good pass to Manningham in one Super Bowl, and y'all going, no. If that
Tyree, all right. The Tyree catch was bullshit, but who scored the game winner?
On a blown coverage.
David Tyree just kept him alive.
Fucking Plaxico Burress shook the shit up shook the shit out of that dude into the end zone. He shook him into the he shook him to the astral plane. You didn't see him again. You couldn't even see him. You didn't see him when he caught the touchdown. You didn't see him, bro. He was gone.
He had help in the back. He didn't go over to Plaxico. He went over to the other side.
He shook him to world 2.1. no warp zones.
No. When they show it from the touchdown, when they show it from the end zone view, the man is not even in the shot. That's how wide open he was. You just see Eli throw a bullshit loop pass, and he's like, we just playing catch out here. Because that's how bad he beat his ass on that. It was disgusting.
I mean, we didn't mean to bring up good Giants memories. We're talking about the shit right now.
Listen, man. Listen.
Right now.
I'll be honest with you. They're just setting the table for Bill Belichick, man.
Let me play devil's advocate.
That's how I see it. Just make him coach and GM. Please make him coach
before you advocate
and GM, not just GM. We're not doing Phil Jackson.
Before you advocate for the devil on this Sunday, let me get my point off.
Yes, go ahead.
Is this finally going to be the time the New York Giants organization decides to say, come here, black man, we're going to pick you at number 1.
Nope.
And at quarterback? And TJ kind of answered my question. Because in this Trump's America, I don't think he's going to stand for it. And it's going to be white. It's going to be some white dude from fucking like Iowa State.
You're talking about they'll trade for Trevor Lawrence. If Belichick comes in, they'll trade for Trevor Lawrence.
If I was Bill Belichick, like said, I wouldn't go there for less than like fucking $40 million a year, and I need control of everything.
Yeah, like how Mike Hogan was doing it in Seattle. I said it in the group. If it's not Cam Ward or Sanders or Shedeur Sanders,
Deion ain't letting Shedeur come to New York, bro. That's just forget that.
Listen.
The New York Giants organization ain't letting no black man come to New York as the number 1 pick, nor a full season starter. Y'all with people hate when I bring up the cultural aspect of that position. Like a guy that used to work for me in the shithole that I used to work in Brooklyn. Every time I said, your Giants never draft. Come on, all that. Why are you running from the truth? Your Giants probably are the only team in the NFL who is still not drafted a black quarterback.
Yeah.
And y'all only ever had 2 have to start in your whole organizational history. Why are we running from that? If it feels shameful, it's unfortunately it's the truth. It's the truth.
Shameful.
No, man. Giants fans know this shit. Giants fans know this shit.
And the problem to me is y'all are going to find a way to fuck this up because most of the kids coming out of college at the quarterback position look like us.
Most of the good ones.
So how are you going to wiggle out of this one? Like, it made no sense to go to the depths of Duke to pick Daniel Jones with your number 6 pick in the first round. You went to nobody was paying attention. I mean, Duke actually had a decent season the year he came out, but nobody was looking at him. Like, you said before, he could have came out in the 3rd. He could have came out as Mr. fucking irrelevant. No bullshit. Nobody was looking down there. And I don't want to shit on Daniel Jones all the way like that. To be honest with you, I don't really hate on a kid like that. But it's like there's just certain things in life that you don't do. If you want a quarterback that's gonna go ahead, Tyrone. I'm sorry.
Two things though. If you can also find diamonds in the rough, and I'm not saying Daniel Jones was a diamond in the rough, but I'm saying that You know, you can take a chance on a guy that nobody ain't looking at, and nobody don't think you should
Not
get
at
to find a
6.
diamond,
Not
to
at
find a
6.
diamond in the rough. But
Not
not
at
at
6.
6. So, okay, so that was a bad choice. But here's my point. I wanted to make a double advocate for the general manager this time.
Side note, every time you make a point, you don't have to say, here's my point. When you're talking, we know it's your point. I've been waiting to say that. You don't have to keep saying that every time you're making a point. We know it's your point, good brother. Now speak on.
That's just how I felt.
I know.
Go ahead, Tyro. Go ahead, Tyro.
Anyway,
make your point. Make your point, man. Make your point.
Oh yeah. So if you watch the New York Giants Hard Knocks, you can understand that it was not just like it wasn't all on the general manager to pay Daniel Jones. It wasn't that. He had a lot of support in that Hard Knocks. The general manager supported him, the coaches supported him, the players came in, they supported him. It was the Giants as an organization that put faith in this guy. I don't know why. I don't know what they were seeing at practice. I don't know what they were seeing the season before. But when Daniel Jones got that contract, there was the players, the coaches, there was a lot of staff in the meetings and in the rooms that were agreeing that it was a good decision to let Saquon go. And they also was agreeing that it was a good decision to pay Daniel Jones. And they were calling this guy the future of the organization. So when you got a general manager,
get rid of all of them.
I'm just saying, you get a general manager that's just got to make a decision, and you got players, coaches, and everybody else in the locker room saying, "Hey, we believe in this guy." What position do you put that man in? You know what I'm saying? Especially in the league where they're playing quarterbacks. You know, so he kind of had his hands tied a little bit.
Because you know what? There's a level of blind loyalty in this shit. They fucked up. They made that pick. They paid for them groceries. So they're going to sit there and eat that shit like, look at this. This is good, isn't it? You see, I'll take you. This tastes good because you paid for it. Because you fucking paid for it. You know what I'm saying? You're not throwing $1 million out the window like that, like nothing. So you got to make sure yourself, you believe. You got to try to sell
these 40 of them shits.
Yeah, it was like you got to sell the company on believing in this. And then when the company holds that bill up to the light and shows that the motherfucker was counterfeit and it only got one head in the picture and not two on the bill, and you don't see no watermark, you know what I'm saying? It takes a little while to see the counterfeitness sometimes in it. But you have to, as an organization, you got to sell yourself. If not anybody outside the building, you got to sell yourselves on the hype that you're, on the bullshit you're selling. Plain and simple, right? Oh,
yo, yeah, you're right. And like as I said before, as I try to interject, you got to scorch the earth now. Give it to everybody. Dable, Shine, all of them. Shane, all of them. The owner, you got to sit down with the owner and say, listen, so Mr. Mara, Mr. Tish, yeah, this kid out in Miami University of Miami, he's pretty nice. This kid out in University of Colorado, he's pretty nice. And his father, I think we can convince his father to come with him as a head coach. That right there may never happen. As far as us being fans or whatever, that may never happen. But we gotta do something different, man. Like Baltimore took a chance on this kid from Louisville, and he is unfortunately no one it's not talked about enough. He is the best. He's one of the best players in the NFL.
Well, it's talked about enough because didn't the nigga win the MVP twice or three times already?
He won it, yeah, and he's about to win it the fourth. But they don't want to. We still don't want to coin him as the face of the NFL, the face of the Shield. It's still.
You can't be win shit. So until he wins shit, he's not going to overtake Patrick Mahomes as the face of the league. It ain't going to happen, bro. You got to win. The big one. You got to win.
Okay. Whose fault is that? Is that his fault or is that Harbaugh's fault?
I think so.
At this point, because you have the guys there. You have the pieces there.
Yeah. So if you got the pieces there and you don't win and you the quarterback, yeah, it's your fault.
No.
That's
No,
how I go.
I disagree.
It's your fucking opponent's fault for kicking your ass and knocking you out of the playoffs.
I disagree. So at what point does it become the head coach's fault?
He don't play.
When the team loses, the coach puts them in. Yeah, we're not going through this fucking rabbit hole conversation that ends up in the same place with Tyrone each and every fucking week that we get into this.
Still have to execute. And if Lamar Jackson was that dude that he was, you see how Peyton Manning used to go up there and change the plays and execute and read the defense. If Lamar Jackson was that dude, then how we blaming the coach?
Lamar Jackson is that dude.
So why are we blaming the coach?
Lamar Jackson is that dude though. I mean, he has the accolades to prove it.
So for the
TJ, you already know what I was gonna say, right? Without even going there, you know where I was gonna go because he's only putting on Lamar Jackson. So where does this conversation always end up?
Yeah,
but
Lamar Jackson is the only person on the field according to Tyrone.
Right.
He threw the ball to himself.
He
dove and toe tapped in the end zone and caught the touchdowns by himself. He ran for 150, threw for 400 by himself. Played defense, stopped cornerbacks.
Listen, every year,
he had 3 sacks. The motherfucker had 3 sacks. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Every year that Baltimore defense speaks for itself. You have arguably the NFL comeback player of the year in Derrick Henry. You know, you still have a receiving core, a decent receiving core.
What did he come back from?
He was written off. He was
from a bad team. That's not comeback player of the year.
They couldn't afford him.
On a bad
they
team.
couldn't afford him either.
That's not comeback player of the year. you mean NFL? Y'all didn't forget. I hope y'all didn't forget about me, player.
When you have a quarterback that throws for 350 yards and 4 touchdowns, and that team loses, then yeah, you can say, hey, like what Joe Burrow's doing this season, it's crazy that Cincinnati's losing. So yeah, you can take some of the ownership off of Joe Burrow for playing like that. But when you have somebody like Lamar Jackson in a playoff game throwing for 56% completion percentage and 150 yards, that's not good. That's not the standard. That's not good enough. So yeah, in those circumstances, I can surely blame Lamar Jackson for coming up small in big games.
Okay. All right. So we don't blame the.
Oh shit! You wouldn't. You muted. You mute.
We would be micromanaging this whole thing because you know the receivers drop those passes. Number one, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them passes. Sometimes there's a lot of overthrows. Yeah, there's overthrows and shit or batted balls, missed passes, but wide receiver drops up quarterback fault, according to Tyrone. Bad play calling. It's not the quarterback's fault.
Yeah. If it's bad offensive calling, it's the quarterback's fault. Because when the quarterback lines up, he's supposed to read the defense and he's supposed to say, hey, this play ain't going to work. If he runs that play knowing it ain't going to fucking work, then yeah, that's on the quarterback. When you line up, you're supposed to read that defense. You know the play. You read the defense. You get your reads. You know what to do. Okay, sometimes plays break down and the quarterback has to change it. But most of the time when the quarterback lines up, he's supposed to read the defense. If the play ain't going to work, the quarterback's supposed to call a timeout or do his, what is it called? The audibles. He's supposed to do all of that.
Man, yo, I'll never forget. Jim, I think it was Jim Harbaugh played for Mike Ditka. And he went to the line of scrimmage, he saw the play, he saw the position the defense was in. He fucked around and called an audible. And the shit didn't go the way he planned it, and he went back to the sidelines, and Ditka ripped into his ass. And he was like, yeah, I'd never called another audible again. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the head coach says, that's what I'm gonna run. And so I hear what you're saying, but a lot of quarterbacks don't have the balls to do that. Call audibles, not in this day and age. They don't. Manning, yeah, Peyton did it damn near every play, damn near every down, but yeah, everybody's not Peyton Manning.
I ain't lose y'all. Y'all just y'all always find a way to stop talking when I'm actually trying to look something up. Because I was because as as promised, I asked the question on TikTok last week about what Tyrone's statement on the Lakers always being in always being what's the name?
Championship or bust.
It's always championship or bust. And before I get to the video, because I'm gonna share the video. Hopefully this fucking works this time. But I got a direct message with answering this question from a fellow Lakers fan and writer
you could have been worse.
And writer performer of our theme song, the homie Seven the Panther. He hit me up directly and said, as a Lakers fan, I can assure you it isn't. We know when we have something and when we're just another squad playing 82 games. And that's why I hit him up. Not according to my co-host, the Lisper. He believes every year is championship or bust for y'all Lakers. And he does. And he stands on business. Like our brother says all the time. The brother stands on his business. But yeah, I found the video. And I don't even need to play the video, to be honest with you. So worrying about the sound ain't a thing. I just want to show y'all the responses directly. What we're looking at on our page.
So
can y'all hear that?
So was debating something at the homie top.
Did y'all hear that? Yes or
Yeah,
no?
sound fucked up.
Okay. Well, we're not worried about the audio, but I asked the question anyway. And Nolan Smith said, Lakers and Dallas Cowboys have the same issue. Whatever that means. Now, shouts out to the general. Every team should, but there is a process and reality kicks in and tells me which one of my teams are and aren't actually living in reality of going for a title every year. And like I said, exactly, every team should till reality sets in. And then he said, my Bulls aren't in the running. Knew this from jump. Ain't setting myself up. Nick says, facts, bro. I agree with you. I just do all the tags. And then Damian Adams, he says, it's not championship or bust every year for any team. The fan base may think so, but the organization has to set realistic expectations of improvement to get a championship or bust point. That's the most dry and clear-cut answer that I agree with. If it don't start at championship or bust, fire the whole team from the top. And as y'all read my thing, that's what I say all the time. That was my point for any team. If you don't go into a season thinking you can take it all, quit. No matter what the last season record was. And that's just, so Tyrone, again, speak for it. Speak on your logic again.
Here's the thing.
And this wasn't to bash you either. I did say I was going to put it out there. But this ain't to bash you, but please, your logic.
It's no such thing as bashing me. What are you talking about? Anyway, here's the thing, right?
Except for that union.
Every team can't come in championship or bust. If you know that you got a team that's not able to win a championship, you know that coming in. And you just go, hey, this is the guys we got. We might make some trades by the trade deadline. Something might open up. But for now, we just got to play with these guys and hope for the best. A lot of teams go into the season like that. Lakers go into the season like that, right? But here's my problem. Lakers, I'm saying every year's championship or bust because that's all we as fans settle for with the Lakers. You know how some teams go, hey, we made it to the playoffs with this team and the team was terrible and we feel happy we made it to the playoffs. Some teams go, hey, we made it to the Western Conference Finals. We happy with that. We satisfied. As a Lakers fan, we're not satisfied. We've already been to the mountaintop so many times that we are not satisfied with just a playoff appearance. We're not satisfied with that stupid ass midseason fucking tournament win. We're not satisfied with making it to the Western Conference Finals. If the Lakers don't win a championship, we don't talk about it. We don't give a fuck about nothing else. And that's what I mean. It's championship or bust with us because nothing else they can do will satisfy us because our standards are high. So even if the team is a shitty team, we don't care. We still expect them to be in the championship. And if they're not, we don't want to hear, oh, y'all made it to the second round with that shitty team. I don't give a fuck. We didn't win the championship. And that's how it goes for me. And that's how I assumed it went for all Lakers fans. But I guess some of them don't have that, whatever it is that they have. They don't have the moxie or whatever to stand on their business. But no, I don't accept nothing less than a championship from LA. And especially when they have LeBron James, who we talk about as the greatest player of all time, and they have Anthony Davis, who's the top 5 player in the NBA right now. Them two should be enough, and we should win championships every year that them two is on the court.
Just let that breathe for a minute before we unmute it. But yeah, I get it. I get it. I do get it. But that's why I always say, man, like as players, no matter what your organization is or whatever, like if you're thinking, I still stand on the, if you're going into each and every season like on some like, all right, we ain't got it like that, you should rethink everything. Like you should want to go in thinking, you know what, this is a fresh new season. Everybody's got a shot. Everybody's got a chance. Even after like week 3 or 4, and you could be 0-4. The season ain't over when it's a long ass 17-game season. You know, I'm thinking football wise. Like the season ain't just over. You could go on a run.
The Sixers season is over. They ain't going on no fucking run.
We know that. We know that. But talking about y'all Giants, as we did in the beginning of the show, and we talked about them Super Bowls, what did they do? They went on a run, 6 seeds in the playoffs, and you know they took off and made and took it to the end.
Every team's got a chance, but you know there's those teams that come in, like the Carolina Panthers, for instance. The Carolina Panthers in no way came in this season going, oh, we might win the Super Bowl this year, right? They didn't. But if the Carolina Panthers this season made the playoffs, they'd be living, their fans and the Panthers would be living in that moral victory. They would be like, yeah, damn, we ain't had a team to do this. We made a run, we made the playoffs, and even though we may have lost in the playoffs, it was a good season for us. We can build on that. They would have been happy as hell. And all I'm saying is, Lakers, no matter what kind of team we put on that court, is not going to be happy with a first-round playoff exit. And some teams that come in know that that's the best they can hope for going into the season. That's
Tyrone,
the best they can hope for.
Tyrone, if the Lakers organization in the offseason were to say, listen, we're going to tear everything down and rebuild, the fan base could not be mad at that, because right now you're enduring first round, second round exits every year.
Mediocrity for that franchise.
That was, the Lakers now are like the Atlanta Hawks of the 80s and 90s. We knew they were going to get in the playoffs with Dominique, but they weren't going to beat anybody.
They're a mid-ass basketball team.
That's what it is. If they were to come in and be like, listen, if they were going to be in the offseason, like, listen, we're going in a different direction. We're going to rebuild. We're going to get some good draft players, whatever, draft picks, or whatever the case is.
We're going to let Bronny Jr.
fan
start.
base would be fine, because Boston did that, and I hate to bring up Boston, but Boston's done that several times. That's why every couple of years they come back up and they're relevant again.
And let me explain something. I said last time, the Lakers don't do that. And they don't do that because they know that their fan base will be mad. The Lakers never did that. When Kobe was going out, they brought in Dwight Howard, and they brought in Steve Nash, and they brought in these other guys to say, okay, Kobe was going to pass the torch. At least we had another star that we could try to build off of once Kobe left. That the Dwight Howard thing didn't work out, they went and did their due diligence to get LeBron, to get Anthony Davis. You see what I'm saying? The Lakers are not going to tear down and rebuild because the Lakers are championship or bust. And if they're not championship or bust, they have a 3 to 5 year window to win a championship before the Lakers fans will turn on them. They don't have time to trust any processes.
What that was it Nick Young and D'Angelo, what's the name? The whole Russell. Iggy Azalea, D'Angelo Russell, yeah. That whole moment there was no superstar moment. But I do see your point, because when you go down to the history of your team, like, yeah, y'all have had at least 1 to 2 big names every so often. But that was one of those dry spells in the Nick Young fucking and D'Angelo Russell era of your team. Y'all didn't have shit going on. Y'all didn't have no superstars going on. You know, Kobe was done though. Kobe was donezo at that time.
Yeah, but they had it. They still was riding that Kobe train. And guess what? That team went to the playoffs. That team made the playoffs. And
what did he just say about moral victory?
No, it wasn't a moral victory for me. It's not a moral victory. What I'm saying is that team made the playoffs.
It wasn't going to no damn championship with no goddamn Smush Parker, bro. You knew they wasn't trying to win no championship at the beginning of the season with Smush fucking Parker starting, bro. Stop it.
Let's stop saying championship, all right? Western Conference Finals. They weren't making to the Western Conference Finals. Okay? They weren't. The West is perennially a stronger division than the East. And they probably wouldn't have made it in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Did we lose Tyrone?
You done picked a good time to freeze, boy.
But the whole point of bringing it up is every team should think championship. But it's yes, reality says no, it's not championship or bust for everybody. Even his Lakers. And I still want to say that while he was here in our faces to say that, like, even for his Lakers, it is not championship or bust each and every season. Eventually, you got to rebuild. Eventually, you got to get better. Even if you have rest easy to Kobe. But even when you have a Kobe Bryant, he was still trying to whip these young cats into his vision of a team and his vision of a champion. You know what I'm saying? And it takes time. It takes time to where it's absurd to say championship or bust each and every season. But like I did say, if you don't come in at game 1 thinking, all right, you know what? It's a fresh new year. We got a shot. Then why are you playing other than for the check?
So can
you should think you have a shot.
Dan,
I'm saying.
Dan, can I say something? If I don't say this, I'll be hypocritical, right? So the Yankees, me being a Yankee fan, us being Yankee fans, yeah, we feel championship or bust every year. But what's the big difference between baseball and basketball? Besides, the sport and everything, I'm talking about the business side. There's no salary cap. That's why we were able to get a Juan Soto or whatever.
Yeah.
And now we're back in it.
But I'm not one of those. Personally, I've never been that irrational Yankees fan. Because it's not championship or bust every year. Again, and I feel like I'm fucking contradicting myself, but I'm really not. Because like I said, when you start the season, you want to come in like, yo, this could be our time. Let's play the right game to make sure that we can fucking put ourselves in position. But then once we are out of range and out of position, then it's like, okay, how do we just try to play better? How do we just try to play better ball to either keep afloat or spot what we need and where we need to get stronger in development?
Okay.
That's my thinking on how you should think. It's not always just championship or bust.
If you were a team, a basketball team, and you were 12th in position, you were 12th in the rankings for the playoffs. You was 12th, so you didn't make the playoffs. You was 12th last season. If you don't make significant moves in the offseason, and I'm not talking about picking up a couple of bench players, a couple of guys here and there. If you don't get a significant player in the offseason, and you come back the next season with that same team that was 12th, there's no way you thinking that you're going to win a championship with that team. You come in going, hey, we was 12th last year. Maybe we'll get a little better. Maybe we'll make the playoffs. But you're not thinking no championship with that team that was 12th the year before.
Tyrone,
you're not. You're just reasonably.
The Wizards are a perfect example of
Right.
that.
I was about to say that the Raptors are another good example. You have to be a team that players are going to want to come there. That was the problem with New York for all those years. Nobody wanted to come to the Knicks. Nobody wants to come to Toronto. Nobody wants to go to the Wizards. LA, yeah, LA is always LA, Miami. Those are always going to be. You're never gonna have no problems with free agents going there. Marquee free agents. Let me put it that way. Players that are going to move the needle, like a Jimmy Butler or a Dwight Howard in his time, or whoever, LeBron James. They're not going to New York because it's a poorly run. At the time it was a poorly run team. The Wizards, poorly run team. Toronto, players are just not going to want to go to Canada. So location also has a lot to do with it.
Also, too, when you think about, like, I'm taking the angle of the eras in these games, right? Like, this is more new era conversation of you got to have big names, Hollywood superstar player A, B, C to do it, because within the last 10 to 15 years, especially thinking NBA wise, nobody's truly won without a big two meaning biggest two names or three. You know what I'm saying? But you take it back even further. You take it back even further, and then era-wise, you had teams that, in hindsight, look like a full squad of Hall of Famers. But in the era, these were teams who played together 5, 6, 7 years and learned how to gel and ball better to get better. This is where the problem, in my opinion,
that's what OKC is doing right now.
Exactly. Hartenstein was not a big name, whatever. He was a proper fit and piece. SGA is developing himself to being one of the top names in the sport, especially at his position. And then everybody else it's a matter of learning how to gel and work together. So yeah, you can be the bottom basement team of a season before, but give yourselves a proper off season from preseason workouts to the preseason games and everything, and then you can turn around and eventually ball better than everybody else because you found that switch to flip. And you found where you guys can gel and make things happen together. It's about player development, something that is lost in today's game when it comes to today's games, specifically talking NBA for sure, but today's games have lost that player development aspect of their sports. Basketball, and the reason why I saw with basketball is people feel like your development is supposed to start from the AAU, then the college, then you're supposed to come pro ready. And sometimes you get to the pros, you get drafted to be pro ready until you start banging on with some real adults. You know what I'm saying? When you start playing with the best of the best, then it's like, yo, it can make some feel like, yo, everything I learned before, I gotta multiply this.
They didn't realize they were part of the 1% now. You know what I'm saying?
That part too.
Only 1% of these dudes make it to the NBA. As many people play in college and D1 ball. The numbers is ridiculous. And then you got to compete with overseas as well. So the window's even smaller now.
And so now you're coming together with, Northeast AAU #1 with the second ranked player of the South of Texas AAU. You're coming together with Washington State's third best player and Florida's best player, coming to a team you've never played before, but you're now an NBA team. You got to learn how to work with each other. Just because you a top name here, there, and there doesn't mean it automatically works. All I'm saying is to say that because of player development is lost, That's why you get that. Oh, this person's a big name. You're supposed to be playoff ready. You're supposed to be you're supposed to learn how to play as a fucking team first and foremost.
I
Honestly,
watching. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tyrone.
honestly, I thought we was over that. I really did think that we had reached the era in basketball when we was over that, because the biggest dynasty of the modern era was the Golden State Warriors, and the Golden State Warriors didn't live off of that top player motto. Yeah, they had they had Curry, but they didn't have nobody else. And if we want to sit up here and act like Klay Thompson was a superstar, Klay Thompson was not a superstar on the caliber of the kind of players that we talking about here. You know what I mean?
Nobody knew that Steph Curry was going to be this coming out of Davidson.
Right. And Draymond Green ain't that great of a player neither, as far as like what we talk about when we talk about these superstar names that you need on these teams. So the Golden State Warriors won championships just by using the abilities of the guys they had and playing team basketball. And I thought that's where we were going. And then, Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn thing happened, and Phoenix happened, and all these teams were still like, no, we need 3 big names, and fucking we're right back in that circle again.
I'll give it back to you. I'll give it back to you, O. I'll give it back to you, O, because you was gonna make a point. But that's the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Of when you get a team, put them together, and then allow them to grow. Allow them to grow compared to going out shopping and putting just, oh, you were the best guy here, you were the best guy here. Oh, y'all can make it work for me. And then COVID happens, and then Kyrie didn't want to do this. Kyrie didn't want to do that. As soon as he leaves, the man balls out of control, shows the world his true potential. You know what I'm saying? But it's about to me, it's about the development. That's what goes into why a perfect example. And then you got it. Oh, this is why when we come on and talk about our Knicks, we just say all we want is playoff advancement.
I swear,
Because
TJ, I thought you was frozen, TJ.
I'm just upset with that Klay Thompson slander. Like he wasn't that dude.
I was
played both sides of the ball, dog. I don't know what you.
No. It wasn't Klay Thompson's slander though. What Tyrone said was right. We didn't think that Klay Thompson was going to be who he became. Just like I said with Steph, we didn't know that out of Davidson he was going to be the greatest shooter ever.
That goes for everybody.
That's what Tyrone was trying to say.
Okay, my bad. I take it back.
I still think he was kind of shitting on Klay Thompson because end of the day, if there was no Steph Curry, Klay Thompson would be in the conversation for the greatest shooter ever.
And he didn't choose the Lakers, to go.
And he didn't choose the hometown team.
No,
you know what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is like when you think of like big names, you go like LeBron, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis. You think of all these big names.
He was overshadowed.
Klay Thompson wasn't one of those names. I'm just saying that he wasn't one of those dudes that you get him on a team and you go, oh, this dude is going to help us win a championship. Klay Thompson wasn't one of those dudes.
Right, but he was overshadowed because of Steph.
Yeah,
he was on that next layer. He was on that next tier.
Right. He was on that. Getting championship caliber teams. I'm talking about as far as like people bringing in big names. If you brought in Klay Thompson, people be like, okay, Klay Thompson's going to help. That's not a big enough name for them to go, oh, that's a championship dude.
If it was prime, third quarter Klay, that would have been the biggest free agency heist wherever he went.
I'm gonna put it to you like this, If the New York Knicks a couple of years ago would have said, "Hey, we're gonna get Klay Thompson from Golden State and we're gonna build our team around him,"
it would be a frenzy. It would be a frenzy in New York. A frenzy.
If we said he's gonna get
finals third quarter Klay, a frenzy. I'm telling you, he was that dude. It was just because he was overshadowed, and he played like Dan said, he played on both sides of the ball.
Technically, he really wasn't overshadowed. They were called the Splash Brothers because they were two. You had two of the best on the same team. That's what it's like to have two of the best players shoot the ball the best on the same team. There's no overshadowing. It's like they're doing the exact same thing on the same team. That's bananas. You never get that. You never get two guys who are good, so good at at both things and just come
At the
out and
same
crush
time.
people and just
At the
crush people.
same time.
And this shit is like back in the day, if you was on this playground playing ball like that, you were like, nah, break y'all up, bro. We can't have you both on the same team. That's cheating. That's cheating.
Word.
Yo, that is a fact.
And that's what the Warriors were doing. They were cheating, bro. It was just like it
That
was
was a
cheated
fact.
legally.
Nah,
you know what I'm
stop.
saying?
Now you sound like Tyrone with the cheating.
But TJ,
It wasn't cheating. They utilized what they had properly.
Yes.
It wasn't
yes.
cheating.
Exactly. Bro.
but
Felt
TJ,
like
do you believe that Klay Thompson was a player that you could build a team around as the star of the team by himself?
Yes.
When you have a two-way guy
I
like
don't.
that, absolutely. Absolutely.
Many nights Klay Thompson guarded the best player on the team.
We forget.
That's
we
why
forget
he was so
that,
good.
We forget this dude was the Iron Man before he blew out his knee. He rarely missed games. He missed a game here and there, and then he went 2 years where he just had two of the worst injuries a basketball player can have. And now he's averaging 17 points a game, 17, 18 points a game.
Now I know Tyrone is
still
trying
nuts.
to talk about the on court, but I really think what Tyrone is saying is he ain't winning. Are you selling commercials with this guy? Like
No,
he's
no,
not.
no.
I see what he's saying. Like on some
Yeah.
he's not he's household name because Splash Brother. But when you think Splash Brother, the first person you're thinking is Steph Curry.
Yes.
You're thinking of the name that gets propped up the highest. You're thinking of the name who gets all the dope all the commercials. I can't say they're dope and all that, but who gets all the commercials. You're thinking of the guy who we know who his wife's name is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know those details about Klay other than Splash Brother. Then
Steph monetized his personality and Klay Thompson did not.
Yeah, we can say it like that. To where
but
that's to me what I'm
it
taking
has
off of Tyrone's point.
But they were saying
you
Klay was doing a lot of hood shit too.
It was
You know
a
what
lot.
I'm saying?
Okay. I was gonna say it had a lot to do with personality though, because Klay is not that. It's not that rah dude. He's real.
He's a behind the scenes dude.
Yeah,
Heavy.
calm. Yeah. So okay. So I had 2 points. I was gonna make the second point I was gonna make was we were talking about AAU players and development and all that. I'm sure we've seen the clip with LSU Brian Kelly ripping into his receiver and shit about you jumping every time you throw the ball. And the thing going around, one of the first thing the pundit said was like, "Yo, this dude is non-coachable. You can't coach him." Brian Kelly's there talking to him, and he's walking away. So that was the other point that I was trying to make as far as these players who, you think they're ready made and they're not. They whatever level they were at when they were recruited, that's the level they're going to stay at. With a lot of them, anyways.
Quite possibly, because on that level, like the game is just it has turned into a money game, even though I've always thought college football should have been a money game because they bring in all the money to these universities. But with the destruction of the Department of Education coming in and stripping money and stripping funds from schools who practice biases, are we going to be considering these football teams biased places to be on now? Nope, it's still going to be run, nigga, run.
But that was part of the point I made when I did my my podcast episode on the NIL money and stuff. I said I don't want these kids to get the NIL money. They already got this I'm the best player attitude. They're putting in the work to get to the NFL to make the money. And if you give them the money before they go to the NFL, I don't know if the work gonna stay the same. You know what I mean? And that's how I felt about it. I was like, these kids now they're already entitled, and then you're gonna pay them. And now it's like I make more playing football in college than I'm gonna make in my first season in the NFL. Yeah. So where's the work at? You know what I mean? So I was against them getting paid, bro, for real, to be honest with you.
I see your take, but I would never be against them getting paid because once again, those college programs make billions of dollars off of their backs, all under the guise of the alleged you're getting a free education, knowing damn well that those motherfuckers is going to get passed through because of most of the top, they're going to get passed through because of their ability to play the game. And they know that they're not going to stick around anyway.
Everybody's not
Fuck
a Chris
that.
Webber.
That part. That's that part. Everybody's not a LeBron James that can come and skip that whole process.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or Kevin Garnett, skip that whole process. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a lot of those out there no more. You know what I'm saying? They're very, very far few. Kobe, yeah. Just we want to name drop more. Kobe, for sure. But fact is no, I'm sorry. These kids should have always been paid. And again, go watch the movie Schooled. It's called Schooled, and I think it's called The Price of the NCAA, but it's definitely called Schooled. And it's about how back in, I believe, 1968, in the court case, because the kids were ready to unionize. I forgot where, I think it was BYU or maybe another school was about to start a players union because they recognized back then these schools are making so much money off of us and we can't even go out and work a job and get paid, but almost over a certain amount. Now, I understand it on the level of the commitment to college sports is major to where how do you find time to work a job? But it's okay that y'all can make billions and billions and billions of dollars off of us, but we can't even take a fucking sandwich from somebody. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, and there was a guy who created the term student athlete, specifically placing the word student first. And the judge found that reason enough to stop their case. They couldn't unionize, therefore they never got paid until now, where it was legal to get paid. Even though players was getting paid forever by way of the underhanded, boosters, and go watch the SMU documentary 30 for 30, or how all them niggas, all Eric Dickerson and all them fucking what is it, 280Zs back in the day in the Nissans and getting cars and all types of shit, whatever. They always got paid, but they deserve to get paid forever because you're the revenue maker.
My also thought was that the pay is not just the education. When you go to college and you play for a college football organization, you're getting the opportunity to showcase yourself to the league you're trying to get to. And that's an opportunity you won't get without going to college. That they provide you with an opportunity to showcase yourself to a league that you're going to get to. And you can't get that without going to college. What you're going to do? Leave high school, go overseas and play for a while and hope to come back over here. So yeah, you're still getting something from the college experience to showcase yourself to get to the money. So it's not
that ain't enough. That ain't enough.
Because without that, you ain't going to the league.
It ain't enough because, like TJ mentioned before, only the 1% of the fucking 1% make it to said leagues. Not everybody makes it. You're getting the opportunity to get the look. You're getting the opportunity to get the look, but the look don't always translate to the check.
Well, you ain't the one. Then you ain't the one who's they making money off of. If you're not good enough to make it to the league, if you're not part of that 1%, then you're not the one they making the money off. You the guy, the cleanup guy.
No. You're right. The star athlete on whatever football team you're on is the star athlete, whether it's the quarterback, running back, wide receiver. That's what they're making their main money off of. But everybody else who's part of that team that's making this guy look super good is getting some of that bread, bro. They're getting their crumbs. He's getting a big piece, and they're getting the crumbs, and everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. I give a shit if I make it to the league because I know I'm not in that 1%. But you know what? At least I left here with a little change in my pocket to keep my life started. And
that's the point.
And if I got injured, at least I get my life ain't wasted because I was trying to go pro or whatever.
You
I
stay
hear.
there.
You could be the top quarterback getting like 5 to 8 million. I'm sure it's more as an NIL on your NIL contracts. You know what I'm saying? Through all your contracts, you're getting 8 to 10 million to start for fucking Syracuse University, right? But you're the fucking right guard who might be able to make 500,000 that you would have never made before because you're on that offensive line starting, protecting that guy who's going to make the bigger bag.
You're protecting the money.
But I'm on the field just as much as him. So you can see me. Let them catch some of that check too. Fuck that. Like, nah. At least everybody deserves to get paid in college sports.
There has to be some sort of regulation, right? Because I think right now it's almost like the Wild West, you know, and you have to remember too, man, that you're talking about giving 17, 18-year-olds, you know, $5-8 million. These are still like kids, you know, that were I mean,
I'm sure there's parameters set up. I'm sure there's wild parameters set up because they could easily blow that cash, bro.
Yeah,
they could easily blow that cash.
You're right. Which I do believe though. Most of this newer generation, they're getting smarter and smarter and smarter and smarter when it comes to utilizing and doing what they got to do with their money, right? But here's my problem with fucking American capitalist logic when it comes to this whole thing. So it's okay that we don't pay these kids, right? But they can leave school with fucking $150,000 in debt. They were a top prospect who can't make the league, and now they're in debt. And I say that, you back like this, Tyrone. I say that because when people hear full ride, they're not always full rides. You got to re-sign them contracts each and every year. And if you don't keep up a certain grade point level, you could say bye-bye to your scholarship contract. And then sometimes not all of these contracts, but scholarships, they're not always full. They're not always full rides, free rides that people assume that you're getting just because you're a fucking athlete on that team. You could be number 60 on USC's 80-man roster, but you're catching $100,000 a season from like fucking Joe's fucking sandwich shack to promote them. But because you're a USC athlete, but yet your school bill is still fucking $50 a year, you're at least making it enough to at least cover your school bill. You know what I'm saying? So, like, again, it's okay that these kids can live in debt and not get paid, but it's a problem because they're getting paid. That's that America bullshit.
I'm not saying it's a problem. I ain't saying it's a problem that they're getting paid. What I'm saying is that I just didn't think that they had to. Because listen, all that stuff you're saying is correct. I'm not disagreeing with you. But that if you want to make it to the NFL, before this NIL shit started, if you wanted to make it to the NFL, that was the risk you had to take. And you knew the risk you was taking. And so you took that risk because that was the risk you had to take. So I'm not saying that I'm not mad at them for getting paid. They're getting paid, okay, cool. But I'm just saying that for me, I was kind of like, I didn't want it. I was against it because I was like, this is the risk you take to get to the league. And I really thought that the NIL money that you're giving to these kids was going to fuck up the work ethic, going to fuck up some of the attitude. And I thought, and to be honest, I thought it was going to destroy the WNBA. Now I was wrong on that. It kind of built them up. But I thought that somebody like Angel Reese, who was making $4 million a year on AIL, was never going to go to the WNBA to make $100,000 a season. You know what I mean? So shit like that.
Right.
Shit was going to start happening, and now I can go back and say that maybe I was wrong on that. But that was my thought process when it first started.
Okay, I was gonna say. So what about the kid? What about the kid whose dream, his childhood dream was to play in Michigan or play Iowa State or whatever, you know, whatever school there was that, you know, that there's no professional league.
That's what it used to be until we just seen that kid decommit from LSU to go to Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know,
Fuck that. Pay these kids.
you have kids out there that know that they're not gonna play for the Shield. You know, they you know, but their dream stops in college. You know, playing for playing for a big time program. You know, like a Florida or well, maybe not UConn, but like a Texas or whatever the case is, just to be in that roster. I'm not even talking about starting. You know, so I don't know, man. You know, you have that too.
Let these kids eat. My bad, Amazon King. Let these kids eat, man, just like we're about to do on Thursday. Let the fat get fatter. The fat is going to get fatter on Thursday. As we just get right into this.
I swear. Let me turn the TV off, man. I'm sorry. Goddamn Giants.
Disappointed.
Go ahead, man. Just do it. Just do it, bro.
Heartbreaking.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So you know, this list here. I think this one like best represented what you would probably find on most Black folks' Thanksgiving tables, or Friendsgiving, or National Indigenous Genocide Day. Because you know, this country, we love to celebrate travesties that hurt people. But hey, you know, whatever. But anyway, this list, I went through a few different tier makers to try to get something that better represents us. And I think this one has most of what you would find on most general black tables. Now, you're missing a pernil on this one. You're missing a pernil. You're missing rice and beans, even though I don't eat the rice and beans, you know. But I one of these names already I'm reading, I'm loving. But this list got red velvet cake, biscuits, dinner rolls. Actually, I'm not even going to read everything. I'm just going to pick something, and we're going to go from there. Let's get this shit out the way. Butternut squash, Tyrone. What the fuck?
Get that shit out of here.
Butternut squash, whatever the lowest tier is, you put that butternut squash down there, okay?
Put it up.
I'm not trying to eat no butternut squash. I don't even want to eat nothing that has that long of a fucking name, okay? Go ahead. Put that bottom tier for me. I don't want it. I don't want that.
And that's the energy we needed to start off with. Oh, TJ, do we agree? Because I that was an instant agreement with me.
Hey, I don't think you should put it on D tier because it's taken away from a quality D tier spot. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Put that shit
this one, it shouldn't even get D tier. That's an insult to D tier. You know what I'm saying?
This list, unlike the last one we did, I think we're gonna have to have 4 S tiers. I think we're gonna have to have 4 S tiers because of the quantity in what we're gonna be covering. But I ain't mad. Not pause. Nut in the D is crazy, but I believe D. Nut squash and D is a little crazy, but TJ, pick one. Did I lose
All right,
you?
we gotta go with the Baytam. That's quality shit right there. Yeah, right there.
Damn.
Yeah, that's A tier. I don't give a shit about those who don't eat pork. More for me, it's just baked ham. It's a solid A tier.
All right.
Neat pause.
Now there's two. See, now there's two right next to each other. I personally will put a spiral ham at A and a regular ham at B, only because spiral hams, like when you season them right, every layer of the ham's got flavor. And
yeah, but not everybody can do that shit, bro. It's more fucked up than it is good. I don't like spiral ham. People don't know how to make it. baked ham, you can burn that shit, or you know how to bake it right.
Yeah, I don't know too much about spiral ham, man. I bought it once or twice. Well, ham in general. I bought it once or twice, and I'm just not a fan.
What tier would you put this on?
What, the
either
ham?
one, because we got the both next to each other. Like I'm flip flop A and B. TJ got regular ham, spiral A, B, I guess.
I'll be honest with you, I could do without both, man.
So
I
Tyrone,
mean, A is too high for me.
we could do without you. Nah, we still take credit to your joy. Tyrone, what say you?
I'm putting the baked ham at the A tier. The spiral ham can go down to the C tier. I'm with TJ, man. I don't like that spiral ham. You cut it, the slices be thin. I like the baked ham. You can get the thick piece, a little fat on it. You know what I mean? And when you cook it right,
and it's just juicy. It's juicy.
Yeah,
like
the spiral ham look like turkey bacon sometimes on the plate. I don't want that shit, bro.
The fucking disrespect.
Yeah,
right,
man.
I'm gonna keep it in the middle. Because I don't think it's a C. But
we can do this the Democratic way, Dan.
I'm outvoted.
We'll get that C.
I'm outvoted on the A. Okay. You're right. No, you're right. 2-1. Tyrone, I'm gonna let you pick next. What are we going for?
I'm going to take them dinner rolls and I'm going to tell you to put them in the trash. Okay, I don't. Dinner rolls is not the quality bread at the Thanksgiving. You can have cornbread, you can have biscuits. Why do people put out those dumbass dinner rolls? They don't even do shit to them.
Wow.
Put them on the table. Who wants those?
Oh man!
So the dinner rolls go down.
How you really feel?
I'm over, man. Dinner rolls over biscuits for me on a Thanksgiving dinner. Dinner rolls over a biscuit to me.
Facts.
Easy.
What?
Easy. I would put them at B, only because some of the other bread items I like. I don't
eat
better.
bread like that, so it's whatever y'all say. Because I don't eat biscuits, dinner rolls, Hawaiian rolls.
So it's on you.
Hey man, listen. The dinner rolls, the Hawaiian sweet rolls is good 365 days out the year, man. They will always get.
No. There's two different, but we're gonna save them one for one. We're gonna.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Back
Those dinner rolls is not the sweet rolls. Oh, the dinner rolls is D.
Y'all niggas.
That's D. That's definitely D.
Y'all are niggas for this one. So, while we're still with you, you pick the next one.
I'm gonna do fried turkey. I'm gonna do the fried turkey.
Of course, let's get all the good stuff out of the way, right?
Word.
There is there is fried turkey. Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm a pass. That's a B
I haven't
tier.
had a fried turkey yet.
I had it once or twice. I mean, it's good, but yeah, it's good, but you know, it don't replace a good baked turkey. B for me.
What would you? O. What would you say?
I think that's between a B and an A, man. You know, I'm leaning towards A.
Okay. This is one I don't remember if I had a fried turkey or not. I've never. No, I actually did have it because my brother made it one year, and I mean, turkey altogether is whatever to me, but I could see B on this one. Tyrone.
I'm gonna put that fried turkey on A because guess what? No matter what kind of meat you have or what kind of meat you like at Thanksgiving, turkey is supposed to be the star of the show, right? And the fried turkey is juicier and tastes better to me than the baked turkey. And since turkey is supposed to be the star of the show, then the fried turkey got to be A tier for me.
Well, democratic process put this 2-1 B. 2-1 B. All right. So we all picked something so far. So back around to me. I'm sorry. Gelled canned cranberry sauce is S tier for me. I would give it A just for GP, but personal love for the canned cranberry sauce is S tier Thanksgiving food. It's the one thing that each and every year it never disappoints when it slides out that can. Yes, the can shit, because I ain't never grow up with the fucking real cranberries and fucking having cranberry spoons of cranberry juice. I never. Give me the ocean spray straight out the fucking can. That shit goes great with the if you're the person who's got to do the Thanksgiving turkey sandwich and you put a little bit on this. I will go A because I'm sure y'all are gonna block me on this one, even though it's a personal S tier item for me.
I'm gonna tell you my cranberry story, okay, about this canned bullshit you highly speak of. Okay. I don't know what's
Here
wrong
we
with your
go.
taste buds. I don't
Here
know
we
what's going
go.
on with the roof of your mouth or whatever. Maybe you just have low taste buds or whatever. But I got PTSD because I had one scoop of this bullshit ass cranberry sauce. It was disgusting, and I've never went back to eating cranberry sauce again for the rest of my life. This is going on like 28 years. Okay.
Hey,
I mean, maybe longer. It's probably even longer than that because it was in my teens. The shit was horrible. I was like, nah, I'm good on everything cranberry. I don't give a fuck if it's homemade, handmade, house-made, can-made, made by the fucking Prince of Sultan of Brunei. I don't give a fuck who made it. Shit is ass. It's right. Fuck out of here. I'm done.
This is straight out of my childhood. I can taste. I'm sitting here listening to y'all, and I can taste the gelled cranberry sauce coming out of that can with the baked turkey. Like, yeah, it's an A. If not A, then a B. But I'm not gonna put an S. But it's definitely an A, man, for me. Just because it's something straight out of my childhood, something that just every time I think about it, just puts a smile on my face, whether I liked it or not.
Tyrone, it's so far sitting on A.
Nostalgia my ass, okay? Okay, I can taste it too. You know what I taste? I taste can, because that's what it tastes like. It tastes like the can. Okay? Now, mind you, it does work on a sandwich. It does work on a sandwich, but I feel like if it's a food that you got to mix with other foods just to eat it, then it belongs at the bottom of the tier. So I'm picking D tier because I cannot eat. If you take one spoon of that cranberry sauce by itself, all you taste is can.
Nah.
Metal.
Right. But you're not tasting it by itself though. You're tasting it with the turkey.
So how is it a top tier food if you got to mix it with something else to eat it?
I don't have to mix it with shit.
Now you nasty.
Oh yeah, you next level, man. You different.
No, I'm just saying, like, as you eating bite to bite to bite, like, I'll take one of them little triangles and just eat it solo. I mean, I got other stuff in my mouth, but that doesn't mean I'm intentionally.
Oh man, boy!
Go ahead. We talk about food now.
What's going on
here? Better question. Can you take your spoon and dip it right in that can and eat it?
Yes.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. See, say for your day. Yes, he can.
Wow. Okay, I don't know about that.
That's big boy stuff right there. That's big boy talk.
I've never done that before. I've never done it before. You know what I'm saying?
Two A's and two D's. Pause. I'll put it on C. I'll put it on C. Who's next?
All right, man. I'm not gonna pick one of the good ones, man. I'm just gonna I'm gonna hold off, man. Give me a minute here. No one's picked the dessert yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Pumpkin pie.
Get that shit the fuck out of here. And I'm telling you now, because we're gonna get around to it. The pumpkin, sweet potato, anything that is not apple pie, with the exception of the top picture on the corner, is fucking F to me. Fuck.
Wow, you gonna get voted down on this one, champ.
I know that. That's why I jumped out the window. That's why I jumped all the way the fuck out the window. We just threw out a pumpkin from fuck pumpkin everything. Fuck pumpkin spice. The only the only thing pumpkin is good for is cutting holes in it.
I agree with him. I don't do all that other pumpkin shit. But well-made pumpkin pie and well-made sweet potato pie is the best shit ever. It's fresh. it's fucking. Man, when it hits the back of your mouth and your palate, yeah.
Fresh ass,
Hey,
fresh
you.
ass.
Hey, man, we're talking about pie.
It's fresh butt cheeks. But go ahead. What's your ranking, TJ?
Oh, that's A,
pumpkin?
sir. That's A tier in the dessert family.
All right. Oh, you picked this bullshit.
I'm gonna go B. I'm gonna go B with it, man, because it's not better than sweet potato pie.
Tyrone.
I concur.
I'm gonna go B too, only because we talking about Thanksgiving, and I've had my share of potatoes, and I've had my share of the pumpkin and the sweet potato pie and the pumpkin pie. They don't work for me after Thanksgiving dinner, but them things are still delicious. You know what I'm saying? It's just I done had my potato fix, so I kind of lean more towards an apple pie, but they still good, so I'll put them at B.
And while you're there, Tyrone, you pick the next one.
I'm gonna pick stuffing. Okay, and I'm gonna put stuffing. Stuffing for
now
me.
They put two different ones, but
what?
regular stuffing. It's somebody they put sausage stuffing on this, but regular stuffing.
It's like with hamburger meat though. That shit is delicious. Go ahead.
I've never had that before.
I'm just gonna go with the regular stuff. And
Yeah.
not that stove stuff and shit. I'm talking about the shit where your grandma get the stale bread and chop it up and break it up and make the homemade stuffing and go in the turkey. That shit is A tier for me.
Man, listen, stuffing for me, for my fat ass, even if it's stovetop, is S tier. Even if it's fucking stove, that's S tier shit for me. That's one of them things that, like, on my sides, that might be piled bigger on the plate than a lot of other things. It's just a taste and a flavor that I've loved since young. I can go A, but it's S tier for me.
Yeah,
That's just me.
I agree. I agree. Stuffing is so versatile. Like you could people put onions, peppers, and all that in there. Like you really can't go wrong with stuffing, man. I mean,
just don't get to that bullshit of putting cranberries and raisins and don't do that shit. Don't do that bullshit.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
But yeah, man, stuffing. You can argue stuffing goes to S.
So we got two S's, TJ.
I concur.
Oh shit.
Therefore, I agree.
Oh shit. I know people are gonna look at this one and be like, stuffing, y'all. How did y'all not throw that in the garbage? But fuck y'all thoughts.
Word.
TJ.
All right. This is a 2-for-1 because we need to get all that shit out of here. All right. Nobody eats this. I don't know if anybody eats this. And if you have this on your fucking table, I might accidentally tip the thing over and spill it. Right.
I think I know where you're going.
Get that green spinach and cream corn out of here. Get all that cream shit.
All right.
Out of here.
Yeah, pause. Yeah, pause. D all the way. I'm with it.
Especially cream corn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, right next to the regular.
Yeah, no, fuck out of here.
I'm not mad at a 2-for-1 on this one. Tyrone, what you thought? It's D all the way.
Yeah, to get that out of here, man. That's for kids. That cream shit is for kids who don't like to eat their vegetables, and you cream it up and try to make it a little sweet or make it. Get that shit out of here. If you want cream shit, go sit at the kids' table and eat that.
Go
shit
get ice cream, nigga. Go get ice cream.
Yeah.
It's 3-1, but give us your vote anyway. Oh,
nah, man. Yeah, that's D. That's definitely D.
And who? All right. So is it back around to me?
Yeah.
It's back around to me. Okay. All right. So while we're at the pause, while we're on the D, I'm just throwing the booty noodles, aka chitlins. That shouldn't even be. That should be fucking Z tier. But you can get the booty noodles all the way the fuck up out of here. If y'all disagree with that, please go ahead. Try to disagree with that. I'll wait.
Just please jump off a bridge. Just jump off the bridge now.
I knew. Why did I feel Tyrone was? Go ahead, Tyrone.
I'm going to agree with that only because I don't eat them. I don't want them. I don't think they should be on the table. I agree with you. They should be F tier. But since y'all want all nostalgia on the cranberry sauce, I'm gonna go nostalgia on the chitlins. My dad is from the South, and so his family, it's a tradition that they cook them in the morning, the house stank and all that, and it just brings me back to stink ass Thanksgiving memory. So just for that, I'm gonna put them at C just for nostalgia, but I ain't eating the motherfuckers at all.
My family's from the South too, and they only made that shit a handful of times, and after that they was like, "Fuck this, we're not doing this no more." So
Ain't
with
nobody
chitlins,
eating them.
them shits was excommunicated off the dinner table for life.
Yo, you know the crazy thing. So, all right, so the closest Walmart to me is the Valley Stream Walmart, right? Which is like, people say, people who the management who worked at that Walmart said that, that's the cash cow, one of the cash cows in Walmart. It covers so many all the boroughs and Long Island and all that shit, makes so much money for Walmart. Da, da, da. Yo, the amount of chitterlings that they were selling there was phenomenal. I could not believe what the fuck I was seeing, yo.
And the fact that you pronounced like every syllable chitterlings.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I'm like, yo, are you kidding me? This will be here. I guarantee you this will be here for Christmas.
They'll be there for the fucking New Year.
You better freeze it.
But go ahead, what's next? We ain't no shitlins on our table.
Okay, well, since we're on that type of time, man, let's go ahead and just put green bean casseroles up there too.
Where is the green bean casserole?
F.
Well, I just said green beans. Where the fuck is the casserole?
It's right next to the cranberry sauce.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. I don't eat that shit at all. I'm good at that. How about, go ahead, TJ, since you laughing.
This is why I say butternut squash is taking a spot. You know what I'm saying? Because you eat that shit over over butternut squash any day of the week if you had to. You know what I'm saying?
I'm eating butternut squash, yeah.
No, you're not.
No.
Stop lying to yourself, bro. You're not.
I am not eating that green bean casserole, man.
Damned if you do.
Shit. Tyrone.
What would make you
at
eat
the
that?
bottom?
Yeah, it's the F tier for me. What would make you eat that? It's like you can have regular green beans. Just make the green beans. Why you gotta make a green bean casserole? Look at man. I don't want to. I'm not gonna.
Well, it's on the D because we don't have F. But yeah, nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Tyrone, keep going. What's next?
I'm finding this confusing that it's on this list. So I'm gonna say, what's up with these baked potatoes and baked sweet potatoes? Like, I've never even experienced that on the Thanksgiving table. And I don't know.
I mean, you see it once, but it was more mashed potatoes than baked potatoes.
Yeah, it's mashed potatoes or sweet potato or like candy yams and sweet potatoes, something like that. We don't put no baked potatoes on. Baked potatoes go with steak. Okay, they don't go with Thanksgiving. So I'm putting the baked potato on the D tier.
Another spot that butternut squash is taking up for.
See, now, personally, all right, for Thanksgiving, I'll put baked potatoes at a C. And only because I don't do sweet potatoes anymore. As a kid, I used to fuck them up. From sweet potato to fucking candy yam sweet potatoes. When I used to fuck up with some sweet potatoes when I was young. Even the ones with the marshmallows. And then, like I said, like mid-teens, like you mentioned, TJ, with the cranberry sauce, it was like mid-teens, the sweetness, I can't swallow it no more. But people still eat them. So for representation of other people, I would put, for Thanksgiving, I would put any type of sweet potato at B, baked potato personally C, because I would rather eat that, but it's not butternut squash level of bad. It's still a solid go-to, whether mashed or regular. You know what I'm saying?
It's because you can mash your own baked potato out if you wanted to. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
All
right, C tier.
Listen, man, I can't put this in F, right? Because I can eat it. I can still. I mean, well, D, I'm sorry.
Right.
I can't. Yeah, I can still. I can still eat it with some butter and some sour cream. I mean, look at it funny, like, okay, what the hell is this doing here? But I can still, I'll still be able to eat it and not feel like I'm gagging. So, yeah, I think it's between. I'm gonna say C.
Yeah, I'm gonna give with the C, and the sweet potato B, just because that's the base of the other stuff. Like I'll put that right in the middle for the sweet potato. But who's pick now? It's TJ, your pick. There's some
All
other shit
right.
on here that it just screams white Thanksgiving.
All right, but it's time to step it up, gentlemen. It's really time to step it up, okay? We gotta go mac and cheese as S tier.
All right, this is the debate.
Let's
Not
get
a debate.
into it.
Okay. Oh, there's 2 mac and cheeses.
Yes, we're gonna go in on both of them.
Oh, I didn't even see the other one. I didn't see the other one, so I would go.
Exactly.
I would go baked mac and cheese as the S tier.
Now here's what I said last week that you missed, TJ. Baked. There's a difference to me between mac and cheese.
Yes.
What you're seeing right here.
Yes.
And macaroni and cheese is goated. That's S. So I'm with the baked at S, but that's macaroni and cheese. I will never call it mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese and macaroni and cheese are 2 different things.
2 different things, because the mac and cheese
as well as baked macaroni, they're all different. They're all different.
Well, the baked macaroni and cheese is macaroni and cheese to me. That's me.
Okay.
Mac and cheese is you can make it in a pot easily.
Correct.
Yes.
From the craft in the bag, in the bag, or you can make it the good way.
Yeah.
Or you can make it the good way where you melt the cheese in some milk and stuff like that, and then just keep it like that and
keep it in a pot. Yeah.
And don't bake it. Like that version is still good, but it's not S tier. The mac and cheese I would give A, because it doesn't have to be the powder shit. The kids mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying?
Nasty.
But baked from the box is S tier all day, every day, Tyrone.
Baked mac and cheese.
What you think?
Baked mac and cheese is S tier. I mean, that's probably the second star of the show after the turkey. Like, if you go to somebody's Thanksgiving and they don't have mac and cheese on that table, some version of it.
You better turn around and leave. You better turn around and leave.
But I'm not putting the mac and cheese on a B tier. I'll put it down at C, because like O said, you can still eat it, but you really don't want that shit. You're really looking at it like, damn, man, you couldn't bake this. You know what I mean? But you can eat it. It's still formidable, but it's not. I wouldn't put it at B. I'll put the regular mac and cheese down at C, because I'm like, why didn't you put this in the oven?
No, I put mac. I said it at A because it's still fucking mac. To me, it's still cheese, so it's A to me, but it ain't the go-to. I'd give it up to B. Like the mid-range, because it don't have it don't hit from 3 like the baked macaroni and cheese.
It don't have the panache. It don't have the panache.
It's a mid-range. It's a mid-range jumper. It's a mid-range jumper. So I wouldn't go C, but are we good with B?
So
yes.
So we're talking about Thanksgiving, right? If we're talking about July 23rd or whatever, then okay. Then the mac and cheese
right
is B, C, or whatever, right? But we're talking about fucking November 26th or whatever, the last Thursday in November. Baked macaroni and cheese is S tier. That's like Tyrone said. That's the Kyrie Irving of dinner right there. You know, whoever you got Katie, you got Kevin Durant, you got Luka Doncic, Kyrie is the baked macaroni and cheese is the cold superstar. Now, mac and cheese, regular mac and cheese, that belongs in a G category for garbage. Because if that
mean-
shit is on the table, if I see macaroni and cheese on the table, yeah, no, you're gonna get roasted. I'm gonna roast you.
All right, you're the only one, so it's gonna float in the middle. It's gonna float in the middle. I'm gonna get this one out the way because, I mean, there's two different ones. I mean, we could easily say the roasted turkey would be S, but I just think turkey overall, though it can be good, though it can be dry, though it can be too wet, turkey period, of course, is the base generally. Highly overrated, especially when you make banging ass pernils like we do. I'm putting the roast and the smoked next to the ham at the A. I don't know about y'all.
So let me ask you, Dan, have you ever made smoked turkey?
No.
Yeah,
No.
so the last 4 years I've made smoked turkey. And to me, that's better than fried. I'll never go back to baked turkey again. You know, to have it cooking at a and having the smoke cook the damn turkey for 6, 7, 8 hours. Nothing beats that, man. Once you have it like that, I think you may think differently, man.
Well, excuse me. Give me a roast turkey the way my wife makes it, which what she does, the way she'll season it up, cook it up, and then break it down like a pernil in the juices that it was cooked in. And like her staff at her job when they did that like Thanksgiving potluck and like, kind of baby shower for a pregnant employee, they were all like, yo, not a single piece of this turkey is dry. And everything got crazy flavor to it. So give me a roast turkey the way my wife makes it, and then I would have to try your suggestion of the smoked for real. But both of them A, in my opinion. Oh, what are you sitting on? You said one over the other.
Oh no, smoked turkey is definitely S. Roast turkey's probably B to me, man. I would never. I mean, I'll be honest with you, that's a high B, because I would probably never do roast turkey again, man.
Tyrone?
I'm going to agree with O on both of those. The smoked turkey is excellent, and it's the star of the show for real. If you get it smoked right, and the roast turkey, man, after having fried turkey and smoked turkey, the roast turkey kind of goes a little bump down. So I agree with O. Smoked turkey is S tier, and the roast turkey would be B tier for me.
Well, TJ?
I've had both, and smoked turkey is definitely S tier. I can say S tier because that's like fall off the bone type shit. But I've had really good roast turkeys, like juicy roast turkeys, and those shit slap. But it's not smoked turkey just tastes different. It's seasoned differently, and it's the way it's cooked is way different. So, I mean, anybody's had some smoked turkey wings in their life, and they knew them shits was fire. So smoked turkey is hands down, yeah. I give that S tier.
But the roast,
I could do a B. It could go A tier, but I mean I could do B tier if everybody's happy with that.
So it's 2 C's, A in a possible and a B in a possible. It'll float in the middle of B. It'll float in the middle on B. Only because
Dan, I'm sorry, Dan.
Yeah.
Y'all, am I bugging? But I don't see roast pork on here. I don't see roast
It's not.
pernil on here.
It's not.
It's not.
Okay.
I told you this list is mostly white and half black.
Okay.
I just keep bringing it up because if you get a banging one, it's especially Puerto Rican. Every Puerto Rican Thanksgiving I've been a part of, there's always a pernil.
Fire pernil.
Fire. So real quick, man. I bought that and a turkey, and I'm gonna smoke both of them. But pernil is hard to smoke because I guess it's just so thick.
It's a thicker cut of meat. That's why
you'd be making it lechon style, which is where you cut it up in chunks, not shredding it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna smoke it like that, that's how you're gonna be doing it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna slice it up and throw it in a pan or something. You know.
TJ, your pick. We got now. Be mindful, y'all. Actually, no. Before you know what, I'm not gonna skip you because you're gonna go next. We only had 4 S tier spots, and I see 2 things, in my opinion, that I see a couple things that I sentimentally would be S's, but I'm just going right there with both of these. Apple pie and or red velvet cake are both S tier desserts. Now, Thanksgiving purposes, like we said, November 26th, to me, apple pie is the must. To me, over every other pie, at minimum, apple is a must. To me. I don't know if y'all feel the same or y'all going to unite and pick something else as an S so we can get the last S out of the way. But
You
it's up to y'all.
wouldn't put banana pudding in there?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no. Are you fucking mad? Are you
bananas
mad, man?
go
Are you
bananas
mad,
go
man?
in a negative.
Brethren,
Banana goes in negative Z.
Are you mad?
I
Listen,
don't eat banana pudding, man.
This motherfucker said
I know
pudding.
I know a
Banana
lot of
pudding,
people like
nigga?
it, man. I don't eat it personally.
You know, I've been told so many times my black card would be revoked because I don't
I'm
like
not-
banana pudding.
Hey.
That shit belongs in the trash.
Wow.
Don't even hand it to me.
Hey, I don't like banana pudding, but I know what I was talking about, man. A lot of my family and a lot of people, man.
Yeah,
that
that's
banana
what I
pudding
said.
Gotta be there.
Mm.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
we all know what he's talking about.
But
We all know he's talking about that fucking Z-list banana shit. Me and bananas had beef since I was young. I don't fuck bananas.
All right. Well, where I'm going right now, and this has got to be considered S tier because this shit is fire. When it's made the right way, it's fire. You can't eat enough of them. It's them damn deviled eggs. Them shits is fire. You eat one and then you want to end up eating 4. Well, that's me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you are Dave Bautista theme song. I Walk Alone on that one.
No,
Definitely, brother.
S tier, you're bugging. But we're trying to find the last S. Tyrone, what would you say?
I'll agree with you.
So far, we're all divided.
I agree with you to put the apple pie up there because you gotta have a dessert, and that's the dessert. That's the top dessert of the Thanksgiving dinner. So I would go with apple pie too. I agree with you on that. Last S tier being apple pie.
Oh
man, call me bougie, man, but yo, apple pie ain't good without ice cream for Thanksgiving, man. But I guess, if we had to put a dessert there, and looking at what's left, yeah, I guess.
It's a staple dessert, bro. It's a staple dessert.
Sweet potato pie might have something to say about that, but
yeah, I know.
It would. I would off of representation of other people, I would put that at A, but we'll get there. We'll get back there. I just wanted to clear out the S, so everything else now. I like honestly, like to be on to keep it real with y'all, everything in S tier, like to me, is no brainer. Like, just give me that on a plate and I'm straight. I don't have to have everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, give me that on the plate. I'm straight. With I will save it, but TJ is your pick.
Deviled eggs.
Eggs. You with this goddamn deviled eggs.
Yo, my God, them shits is fire, man. Those are definitely A. Definitely A.
See, we don't make deviled. I've never had deviled eggs at any of my Thanksgivings, and I don't need eggs to be reconstructed into mayo to be put back into an egg.
No, it's not like that. It's not like that.
I know, but there's mayo involved, and yes, it's weird that I fucking can't stand mayonnaise, but give me my eggs and oil separately, please. I'm putting that shit at a C or a D. Oh, what you got? Sorry,
Um,
TJ, we crushing your dreams right now. Just like y'all fuck with mine in the canned cranberry sauce.
I'm gonna go with
This
peas.
ain't a revenge tour, motherfucker.
This ain't purpose revenge. This is legit take from me. But go ahead. Oh, you said.
I'm gonna go with peas, and that's also in a G for garbage.
No. We're still on deviled eggs.
Oh man, deviled eggs. C. I'll give it a C.
2 C's and a fucking A, Tyrone.
I don't eat eggs of any kind. I don't like eggs scrambled, double, boiled. I do not fuck with eggs, right? But
fuck all y'all, man.
I don't fuck with eggs at all. But I have to agree with TJ, and I have to put those double eggs at the A tier because every Thanksgiving that I go to, them double eggs pop and they don't stop. They come out as the appetizers. They come out in the meal. The people be eating after the meal is over.
Bro,
double eggs,
this is fire.
It's slamming at the fucking Thanksgiving.
They trying to get rid of them. That's why.
Not for me, but for everybody else. They go from appetizer all the way to dessert, bro.
Yeah.
So 2 A's, 2 A's, 2 C's. That's a B. Tyrone, your pick. Then back to you.
Since we went with desserts, I'm gonna go with that pecan pie. Now, if you got apple pie, which is upper echelon, and then you got sweet potato pie, which is Thanksgiving pie. You got pumpkin pie. I don't know why that pecan pie deserves to be on the table. I don't even know who eats pecan pie. It's not even the highest quality of nuts. Pecans is not even the best nuts. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing, I don't know how y'all lived growing up, but I'm gonna tell you now. I had a couple of roaches in my crib. I ain't gonna lie. And them pecans on top of that pie look like big ass roaches to me.
Oh, man.
I ain't going near that shit. So pecan pie is on the D tier for me.
Fam.
I don't know. Pecan and sweet potato seem like in my spaces that I've seen, they've run close to equal. Sweet potato over pecan for sure, but I'd put it at a C for pecan.
Yeah, I'd say the same. For me, the couple of times I had pecan pies, it was too damn sweet for me. So
pecan pie is a D all day. It's the lowest tier of pie. Nobody's going to a restaurant and be like, let me get that pecan pie. Nobody's requesting no pecan pie, no fucking where. It's a D tier pie. It's the diner. It's the one that's always sitting on the bottom, pristine, because nobody's eating it.
D it is. So what was it? You were next, but we'll just throw the sweet potato at A off GP. Get that out the way.
Yeah.
It's on you.
Yeah, I had picked the peas, and whichever was the lowest list, I think the lowest vote I think was D. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that there now.
I'm with that only even though out of the most of the other vegetables here, next to corn, I would eat that next. But I'm an adult now, so I don't have to get forced to eat my peas. So D off of the memories of being forced to eat the shit that I didn't want to eat.
Man, that shit was gross.
CJ,
That
shit's fucking gross, boy.
If I see this shit up, I might flip the bowl over, bro. Oops. Oh man, peas are everywhere. God damn it.
Who the fuck put this on the table?
God damn it. My bad, yo. My bad, yo. Yeah, we'll get this up. We'll get this up quick.
Tyrone, your vote for GP?
Peas can go in stuff, but you can't have a bowl of peas sitting on the table like no, man, I don't want to see that. Because who's eating peas? But like, I'm not going to take a spoon of peas and put them on my plate. Like, no, so peas.
You could put a stick of
roll
butter
it all
on
around in the mashed potatoes, just rolling. Peas are reckless, bro. They're rolling in the gravy and shit like that. Get that shit out of here. I don't want my peas touching nothing.
Touch the garbage can.
Speaking of gravy, it's brown gravy over everything.
Facts.
It's A tier for me. White gravy is for breakfast, as it shows, sausage and biscuits. It's
So
brown gravy over white gravy. Even
okay,
though
so
gravy's gravy to me, I'd put white at C and brown at A,
Nah, white
even
is
though it should be
trash.
S.
so
White
for
is trash.
clarification, brown gravy is the one that's out of the can, right?
No, you can make it.
No,
I know how to make it scratch too.
Okay,
no,
Can
okay.
the gravy
yo
is made, homemade.
gra- can or scratch brown gravy. I don't care. I could take it out of the can. I could take it out of the jar. Homemade gravy
No,
is better than both. It's better than both easily. It should be S, but it's A for
no,
me.
that's the bro. That's two different things. Because okay, you said brown gravy out of a can or scratch. No, because now you're saying I like basketball players, LeBron James and Smush Parker. No, it's two totally different things. Out of a can, trash, D. But now scratch, A.
Not if you season it though. Like out of a can or out of fucking like no. See, we're talking Thanksgiving. It's generally gonna only be from scratch, unless
Right.
you're running low and you don't have the scratch to make it. Then you can use the can to stretch the scratch if you know how to
Nothing
do that.
for Thanksgiving
If-
should be coming out of a goddamn can.
Except for cranberries. Except for cranberry
Nothing should be coming out of a fucking can
Except
for
cranberry
Thanksgiving.
sauce.
Get the hell out of here.
What about the evaporated milk for coquito? What about that?
Exactly, right? Like, no, TJ's like, no, I gotta evaporate that shit myself. I gotta take it from the udder. I'm pasteurizing it.
Why y'all being stupid, man?
You
Hey,
said it.
man, yo, you said it. Your word.
You said this.
Your word,
Come on.
TJ.
Boy, coquito is not a meal, nigga.
Hey, it is a Thanksgiving dish, damn near. That should be up here. That's class, by the way.
Tyrone, brown gravy.
Brown gravy is
We're-
A tier. The white gravy I don't know why it's up here. Yeah, like you said, that's for breakfast. That's for biscuits and gravy. And even then, it ain't that great.
Never
Right.
is.
It's all about seasoning, though. Now, white gravy could be good if seasoned right. If seasoned right.
I don't want to have to put work into something that should be already seasoned.
They're always putting disclaimers on the food. If you need a disclaimer, it's out here,
Nah. There's certain things. Nah, there's certain things that should just be able to go. But we all got that one or two things that at minimum you do put a little salt and pepper on. And those are the minimum seasonings. You know what I'm saying? At the minimum is what I'm talking about. Not you gotta fucking really jazz it up with some fucking Lowry's or adobo or fucking, other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at minimum, salt and pepper is what I'm talking about. That's it. And that's not even really seasoning. That's just flavor enhancer, which some people need to learn about. But who picked last? I did. TJ.
We can get asparagus out of here. I don't want to see asparagus or no fucking table for Thanksgiving. That's just being lazy with your vegetable choice. And you're just being selfish.
That's called you want your pee to stink. You want the pee to stink. It's a D. Tyrone, asparagus.
Yeah, just get rid of it. Just take it off the table. Put it at the D tier because that's the lowest it can go. But yeah, I don't. Like I said, when I look at Thanksgiving dinner, I want to look at the table and see all the appealing foods. And asparagus is just not that. I don't want to point. If there's something I got to point in and go, why is that here? I don't want to hear. So yeah, D tier for me.
Yeah, no, asparagus is good for the summertime on the grill. That's about it, man. Not Thanksgiving. So yeah, D.
Never good to me. It's your pick.
Damn. You just okay. There it is. I'm gonna go with the collard greens, the collard red greens.
Collard red greens.
I'm gonna say A.
My pick is gonna be for the people because I don't fuck with greens like that at all. To be honest with you,
You need
So-
some type of vegetable. You need some type of vegetable on the table. And
I
collard
would
greens.
prefer.
Yeah, see.
Dan, you gotta try it with vinegar on it. It change your world, bro. Collard greens
gotta-
with a
TJ,
pinch of vinegar on it.
TJ, I gotta try them.
Yes.
Oh man. You
Yes.
gotta try them?
Period.
They're
they've never
A-tier.
appealed to me.
They are A-tier vegetables, sir.
Yes.
Oh my God. Whether
I-
you make
yo,
it
I
with
was-
ham hocks, neck bones, or smoked turkey wings, them
Oh,
shits
bro.
is fire.
South
I
Carolina
was
just
you. I
came
was
all
damn.
out of you right there.
I was damn for years, yo. I
That's
was
my
damn for
daddy's
years.
side.
I would never try them, and I tried them, and yo, I can't stop making them, man, for Thanksgiving.
All
Now,
right, so
have you ever put
maybe
vinegar
this
on
year.
them to get them a little sweet?
Yes. To
It's
give
fire, right?
it that little yeah.
Yeah, fire, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, collard greens. There's collard greens, mustard greens, and I forgot the turnip greens. But
Turkey
greens
wings.
in
Yeah,
gen-
I've done it with turkey wings. I've done it with bacon grease and
yeah,
bacon
oh,
bits. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
My auntie used to cook. I would cook them with oxtail. Shit was wildfire, bro.
Oh
Ooh.
shit.
All right,
Ooh.
because I'm getting old and the palate does change. It has changed as I got older. Maybe this year I'll try a little bit.
Try it, man.
Well, either
Tyrone,
try it try it plain, and then try it with a little bit of vinegar on it. I'm telling you, change your mind.
Yeah, I agree. Collard greens is S tier all the way. That's the main vegetable I want on my plate on Thanksgiving is them collards.
Mm-hmm.
so A tier for the colored greens. A tier for the colored greens. While we're there, Tyrone pick.
And now I'm looking at it, and I know that don't say fucking potato salad. You know what I'm
Yes, it
saying?
does.
Potato salad's
Man,
for
what's
barbecue.
wrong with potato salad?
Potato salad's for barbecues. Potato
Not
salad's
at Thanksgiving, dogs.
Yeah,
Nah.
so I don't understand why potato salad's on this list, but if I
Nah.
come to potato salad
That's
shouldn't
a
be on
summer.
the table.
That's a summertime
No,
staple.
I've seen potato salads at Thanksgivings, and
they
it
don't
also
go
too
on
it depends on how you make them too. Like if you make them like how I seen them, like my wife's Puerto Rican style, like with the red peppers and shit like that. That's a almost any gathering meal. That's
a
an
D
any
tier for
gathering
Thanksgiving.
food.
That's a D tier for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. I don't want to see potato salad. That means something's wrong. They have to substitute it for something else. They have to do something burned, something didn't get cooked right. Quick, whip up some potato salad. All right, we could do that. Something went wrong, bro. Something went wrong. It's like, oh, we got potato salad here. We thought we just whipped that up last minute. Nah, something went wrong, bro. Something went real wrong, real bad, real quick. And it was like, yo, go get me some potatoes and we'll make potato salad.
Well, you're the final. Is it staying D?
Man. I'm gonna put it in C, man, because again,
It's a D.
I like
Been
potato
outvoted.
salad.
My bad. Keep going. Did I lose you?
I'm saying I like potato salad whenever it's being made. So even if somebody did fuck up the menu, I can still I'm not gonna shit on them for putting potato salad on the table.
Cool. All right. Is it back to me?
Yep.
All right. So, because most of this shit, to be honest with you, like I'm looking at some of these things, I don't see no fucking fried oyster mushrooms. I never seen that shit. Spinach is one of them things that goes up there. Brussels sprouts, I had never seen on no. So I don't even want to pick them shits. But corn on the cob, I will only put it at a B because it's on the cob. If it's off the cob, it would be an A side for me.
You want them corn niblets. That's what you want.
That's
You want
it.
the
Give me that
niblets.
shit already already off the
just a
off
whole
the cob.
joint. You just put the spoon
That's
in
it.
and
Yep.
put it on your plate.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
But
corn
I'll
on the cob.
at a B.
Corn on the cob is good.
It's good.
I mean,
But
it's good.
Thanksgiving, the work of the summer, like Tyrone said, the summer food, the work
Yeah,
is already
You
half
know what?
done.
I've seen
and taken
corn on
off
the
cob.
cob. I've seen corn on the cob, but on a lot of Thanksgiving tables, though. I give it a B. I've seen it at a lot of dinner tables.
Tyrone, two
Um,
B's.
I'm gonna give it a B too because I've seen it on a lot of Thanksgiving dinner tables, and people like corn on the cob more than the corn in the bowl. I'm gonna be honest with you, like the corn in the bowl is kind of frowned upon. Most people I deal with, they want the cob. I don't know why, because I don't want to be chewing on that thing. I'd rather have it in the bowl too. But
Exactly.
people like it on the cob, man. I don't know why, but so I put it at a B.
O for GP.
I don't know, man. I mean, corn on the cob to me, just it will always be a summer dish. You know, to see that at Thanksgiving, man, it's kind of weird. Because how you gonna do it? You're gonna boil it? Nah. You know, so I mean, I put it at C.
Gotcha. You're up. Oh, what's next?
Let's see here.
I see something else that should be goated, but we haven't talked about yet.
I'm gonna go back to my Hawaiian rolls, man. A all the way.
Any roll. Like I said, biscuits should have been the lowest to me because biscuits are the driest for Thanksgiving. For Hawaiian rolls, crescent rolls, to me, you could put them at B or C because they're there to clean up the mess, and they're effective. They're really good. They're effective. You said B.
Yeah, I put it at B.
Or you said A. You said A. What did you
said
A?
But
okay,
but,
no.
you know,
So
after
A.
hearing it,
you can stick with your A if you want.
Okay.
Don't let me change you. Don't let me change you. That's just my point of view, TJ.
I don't eat that shit.
Yeah, that's right. My bad.
Yeah, you made it clear.
Tyrone. Tyrone.
Put the rolls is the lowest quality of bread for me. The biscuits are cooked, they buttery, they nice. The cornbread is cooked. The rolls, they just take them out the bag and swipe a little butter on top of them and put them on the thing. It's lackluster. I clean up my shit with you. said that the biscuits is dry, but I put the biscuits, I use them to clean up my gravy. I use them for the cleanup, and they flaky and they good. So I'm putting them rolls at D.
The lowest quality of bread.
Yeah,
Yo.
Yeah, the lowest
Ain't none of
quality
y'all
of
from
bread.
Italy, ain't none of y'all from France. What do y'all know about bread, man? The lowest quality of bread.
Oh shit! He said y'all not even Jewish. Y'all don't even know how to make a bagel when you talk about bread. Nah, I put 2 D's, an A, and a B. That's a fair C. I'll put the crescent rolls there too, just to get it out the way. Just to get the bread out the way, and the biscuits, just to get the bread out of the way, so TJ can stop saying it's all trash. But oh no, but wait, shit, there's more. Tyrone, it's on you.
All right, I'm gonna take the wine, and I put wine at A tier because I like beer myself, but wine is sophisticated, and wine don't get the drunks too drunk. You know what I'm saying? Wine is something that you can drink and enjoy and still have a good time. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put the wine at A tier because that's a good drink that you can have to lift some spirits and not let the drunks get too fucked up.
Yeah, I'm cool with A. I would put any alcohol at A, but I'm cool with that. A. What you got,
I'm cool.
TJ? I say O. My bad. O. Go ahead. O.
And I'm cool with wine being an A because it pairs good with turkey. So yeah. That's my
choice. You stole my thunder. I was gonna say the same thing. Wine pairs well with Thanksgiving dinner. Like you got to have a couple of bottles of wine after or during the meal. People are definitely imbibing while they're getting busy on their plates. A lot of clinking and clacking and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's on you, TJ.
Ooh, what's left? Is that Rice fucking Krispie treats?
No.
What
That's
is
the
that?
other goat.
That's cornbread you're looking at.
Oh, it's
That's-
cornbread.
I was waiting for somebody to pick one of the other goat.
Listen,
Cornbread.
listen.
Ain't nothing wrong with
I'm picking it. I don't eat bread personally like that. People call me weird or whatever, but I know for a fact that cornbread is A tier. And if it's made from scratch and you nice with that shit, Lord help you, because that shit it's people are packing up 2 and 3 joints on the side to take cornbread home with them when that shit is fire.
Yo, TJ, was that your way of saying that cornbread is bread?
It is bread.
Cornbread is not
Bread.
bread.
It is bread, bro.
Because it's got bread in the name. Cornbread is damn near like a cake.
Yeah, it's damn near like a cake. You ain't putting no yeast in the motherfucker.
That's it, right? Right?
But
Like you
nah,
said,
nah.
yeah, oh, the bread aficionados, right?
I tell you, boy.
This nigga said you ain't from France. You
But
fucking
nah.
baguette head motherfucker. Oh,
But no,
shit.
man. Cornbread when it's made from scratch, like yeah. When you get cornmeal to make it, yeah, it's you can never go wrong with it. Jiffy, on the other hand, come on, man. What
You
are we
can
doing?
never
Thanksgiving?
You can never go wrong with it if you know how to fucking make it. It's A.
Yes.
It's A. Just don't be one of these people that puts pieces of fucking corn in it.
Oh God.
Who's doing
God.
that? It's not even on the
I've
box.
seen it.
It's
I've
not even
seen
on the
it.
box, yo. What are you talking about? There's nothing on the
I've
box that
seen
says add corn to cornbread, bro.
Add corn.
Now, to keep it real, I've only seen it at restaurants, and specifically like Texas barbecue restaurants. But even still, and it tasted good. But don't do that shit.
Yeah,
The
I'm
That's some
not gonna
the
Yaku
actual
shit right
corn-
there, boy. Woo.
Word.
I'm
The
not gonna
actual
talk bad about
corn
Texas
bits is
Texas
not
restaurants,
necessary.
man.
The actual corn bits is not necessary. But Tyrone cornbread is necessary.
But
Period.
that's what I was going to say. I've seen them put corn in there like barbecue places and stuff, but I ain't never seen nobody do that shit at home. But cornbread is A tier. And I also want to say that I'm not a chef. So, yeah, I hooks that. Oh, I'm going to just say right now, I hooks that Jiffy up, brother. Like, Jiffy works, my man, if you know how to make that shit right, okay? Because I can't make the cornbread from scratch, but I'll tell you what, you'll eat my Jiffy cornbread in a second. All right?
Big facts.
All right.
Big facts. It's back around to me. I guess. All right. Let's get some of these potatoes out of the way. I don't know why they called it sweet potato casserole. It ain't no fucking
Trash.
casserole.
Trash.
It works just. It's to me. It's perceived as candied yams the same way as you see it on the other side.
Why is that
With
candy
the,
yams
with
look
the
like
marshmallows on the?
Oh, that's marshmallows. I thought that shit look like sausage.
Yeah.
I was like, who's doing that?
No, where you get white sausage from? But anyway, sweet potatoes, candied yams. I hate them personally. Like I said, I hate them. I could give it up to B because these are staples. These are both of these are staples. And mashed potatoes. Let's just get all the potato out the way.
Mashed potatoes definitely B tier. Absolutely
mashed,
B
sweet,
tier.
candied. They are staples. I personally put them at A. I mean B. TJ said B. Tyrone, you say
B for all the potatoes?
all of them.
No, I'll put
Unless
the
you
mashed
see something
potatoes.
different.
I'll put the mashed potatoes at A for me. The mashed potatoes is a staple, and man, when you got some good, nice, buttery mashed potatoes with the gravy on them, you slide that piece of turkey over there. You know what I mean?
Garlic mashed potatoes, dog.
So
Them
I'll put
garlic
the
mashed
mashed
potatoes.
potatoes on the A tier. Now the candy yam, sweet
Right.
potatoes, they can put them on that B.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna say A, man,
for all of them.
for all of them. Wait. Potato casserole?
Not that.
No.
Again, who put the it's not casserole, niggas. It's fucking candied yams because they actually putting candy on them with the marshmallows. Fuck out of here.
Whew. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say say B, man, but yeah, no, you can put it
All
at
right.
B. You can put it at B.
Okay, so I'll give Tyrone because he was the lone A, even though it was
Yeah,
everybody was
I agree
B,
with that.
but the other ones at B. Oh, stay with you.
Okay. Well, let's get it out the way. I'm surprised nobody picked this earlier, man. I'm gonna go with Red Velvet. Red Velvet is in my circle, anyways, a black people's staple. They love them some Red Velvet, man. Which to me is
Absolutely.
just seems like chocolate cake with food coloring, but I digress.
Pretty much.
You
Pretty
know,
much.
but still good as hell, man. It's a toss up between A and B, in my
There ain't
opinion.
no talk. A to me, red velvet cake is an A tier cake. Should be S
Yes.
tier, but should be a S tier cake. Or if we were just talking cake, it's S tier. But for
Okay, we're
this
just
list,
talking cake.
if we're just talking cake, it's S. But for me,
Yeah.
this is A,
Yeah.
not a B.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's definitely A tier, especially when it's made from scratch. I got a good quick Thanksgiving story. I brought my daughter down south to meet her great grandmother the last time before she passed. And my cousin, who makes awesome pineapple upside down cake, which is not on here, and she makes fire red velvet cake. So my daughter never had red velvet cake ever. She's like, Dad, I want some cake. So she took a bite of the cake and she put it in her mouth, and her eyes rolled in the back of her head. And she was like, "Oh my God, this is so good!" And, I bugged the fuck out. I've never seen a reaction like that to food, bro. She was 8
That's
years
fucking
old.
great.
So, but
That's
from the
great.
time she was 9 and on, every birthday she gets red velvet cake. So,
That's dope.
but red velvet cake is definitely S tier cake and A for Thanksgiving for sure.
Tyrone.
I want to say A, but my problem is the Thanksgiving part, because for my family, the cake at Thanksgiving was carrot cake. Listen, my grandma makes good carrot cake. The carrot cake tastes good. So for me, Thanksgiving, my family is the carrot cake. So that's the only thing that brings the red velvet cake down to a B tier for me, because it's Thanksgiving and my family use carrot cake on Thanksgiving, not red velvet.
All right, so we got to fix this. 2 A's, 2 B's. We'll leave that on the side till somebody changes their mind. While you're there, Tyrone, it's you.
Okay, let's get these Brussels sprouts off the table. Brussels sprouts are like giant peas. They're just bigger versions of peas to me. It's like they're nasty. They're like peas but bigger. They're like cabbage meatballs. Like,
cabbage.
I don't know what they are. Who wants to eat that, bro? Like,
Tyrone. I would tell you, if you know how to prepare them, if you know how to make them, maybe you change your mind.
No.
Dude.
Here's the thing.
No.
Even if you know how to make them,
they're going undrafted. They're going undrafted for me. They're going to stay right down there.
Once again, Brussels sprouts is a food that needs a disclaimer. If you say, oh, if you make them right, they might taste good, you're putting a disclaimer on the food. No Thanksgiving foods should have a disclaimer. They should be on that table, and everybody should want to eat everything on that Thanksgiving table. So if they
you damn right.
So if the Brussels sprouts is there, and you have to say, hey, Grandma made those Brussels sprouts. Try them. Hers is good. Never, I'll pass on that.
Yeah.
Take them out of here.
You're gonna have to force me to eat those.
Yeah, they going. They going. Whose turn is it now? They going undrafted. They going undrafted.
Yours.
They staying right now.
It's yours.
It's my turn. I'm going right back to the drinks because the kid in me says the sparkling stuff, but that's more New Year's. That's not Thanksgiving. So they're going to me, they're going undrafted, but that's not what I'm picking. Apple cider is A tier. Should be S tier in my opinion. It's A tier. Because why? because you need that proper sweet drink that just caps off the itis and sparks the diabetes in everything you ate for Thanksgiving. Yo, I love the fuck out of apple juices and apple ciders. I love this shit.
Bro,
but my body tells me each and every time that I drink them, nigga, you should have left that shit alone because I go straight I'm sure I have diabetes. I haven't been diagnosed yet, but my body goes to straight diabetic coma anytime I drink these. That's how great they are. So it's A to me. Apple cider.
Apple cider. I just finished a half gallon off the other day. Like I mix it with everything. I put it with my Tito's. It goes excellent with Tito's. Oh my God, what a drink! But apple cider is my go-to this time of year. I always buy it. I buy it till damn near they stop selling it in the supermarket sometime in the middle of January. I'm on apple cider, and I'm surprised eggnog is not on here. Eggnog is a superior S tier drink when it comes to Thanksgiving. That's when you crack it. You crack the eggnog for Thanksgiving.
Goes good
or
with
the
rum.
coquito. Oh my God, beautiful with rum. But apple cider, like I was telling you, you can mix that shit with anything. Rum, vodka.
I never had eggnog.
You've never had eggnog, bro?
The name just never tasted it. I think you know what? I've tasted a little bit before and the flavor just wasn't for me.
With cinnamon?
That's because you had it straight. That's because you had it straight.
I would personally put that more.
Homemade
I would personally let
fire.
that more Christmas. Shout outs to Kevin, as I'm just seeing this comment now. He said, "Who let ham get A tier?" Most of the time, it's like chewing on a leather wallet.
Yeah, because they don't know how to cook the damn ham, Kevin. They probably make that steak where you got to shake the table to cut it and shit.
Gotta get that elbow in. They got that elbow grease.
Yo, if you ever have to shake the table, to cut anything, you just know that you're like, damn, I fucked it.
The table shaking is for the added friction because you're also cutting
there's
it
no way
you're
ham
also
tastes
trying
like
to
a
cut it with
leather
a butter
wallet
knife.
ever. Jesus Christ.
You picked A, B, C, D on the apple cider?
I'm gonna say A, man. It's pretty good.
Tyrone for GP.
Yeah, I'm gonna say A too. Apple cider. I put some Fireball whiskey in that shit.
There you go.
All right. So what we got left here? Well, we already determined banana pudding is undraftable, other than O and Tyrone. It's undraftable. Peach cobbler. Who's next?
Nah, it's good. It's good.
Oh,
go ahead. Oh, you next.
I'm next or Tyrone next?
Yeah, pick. No, pick. It don't matter. Either one of y'all pick something.
All right. Green beans. Yeah, D. All the way.
They can stay undrafted for me.
Yeah.
I like green beans.
But then
I like green beans too.
I don't like the green bean casserole, but the regular green beans, sometimes they put little potatoes in them and whatever.
Yeah, or you get them julienne with the thin cut, bro.
Yeah,
that's just fire with some butter.
I'll put them in tea.
Hey, TJ, especially ones that come from Del Monte, right?
I'll put them in tea.
Oh,
fuck you,
boy. See how life come at you fast, boy. Life comes at you fast.
I'm with.
That was funny.
D tier. That shit is childhood trauma D tier for me. But y'all can have them. So where y'all? Do y'all stand together? Or do y'all stand alone, TJ and Tyrone?
We stand together.
On what tier?
C.
C is good.
All right. 2 C's, 2 D's. There's no middle ground. I'll give it to y'all.
Yeah.
Because the other green beans is already on fucking D.
Del
Even though
Monte for the win.
They should have went undrafted. All right. Tyrone. No, yeah, Tyrone, you.
I'm gonna take the peach cobbler, and I'm gonna just I think we should undraft the peach cobbler, not because it's not great. I like peach cobbler. A good peach cobbler is good, but for Thanksgiving, that's too heavy to eat after that Thanksgiving meal for me. So I don't want no peach cobbler there, because you can't. Peach cobbler is too heavy, and after you eat all that Thanksgiving meal, you can't have peach cobbler for dessert. That's kind of heavy on your body.
I ain't thinking about the weight. I'm just thinking about I don't like it. I ain't eating it, so it can stay undrafted.
For me,
it can stay undrafted for me.
Thanksgiving dinner, because I can't put that in there.
Nah, key lime pie would have been a better choice. Key lime pie would have been good for Thanksgiving dessert, but it ain't there. So peach cobbler can stay where it's at for sure.
Oh,
yeah, I prefer apple cobbler, to be honest. So I'm gonna put it at D, if anything.
it remains undrafted.
There you go.
Sausage stuffing. I don't know if many people have it. I didn't have it with sausage. I had it with a ground beef, which was really good. It could be anywhere between a C or D for me. I don't know how many people have had sausage stuffing, but it's delicious.
Yeah, I can rank it. I'll put it at a C because it's stuffing. Just off that. That's just me.
I've never had it before, so I mean it sound like something I want to try, because I love stuffing. So yeah, I put it at a C too.
I was waiting for him to say, and I love sausage, but
Yeah. I'm drinking, but I ain't drunk.
Sausage stuffing is very good. I just feel for Thanksgiving it's kind of unnecessary, because you gotta have the regular stuffing, so the sausage stuffing is kind of unnecessary, but it's good enough to make the C tier.
Yeah, word. You know what? This oyster mushrooms, I don't know what.
How did that even come about?
Undrafted. So next up, I'm going to the OG cranberry sauce. This remains undrafted for me. Can over everything, in my opinion. I'll take the process shit.
What's that? What you pick? What's next?
The regular cranberry sauce.
Oh, okay.
It remains undraftable to me.
Yeah.
It's
And TJ said fuck cranberries. So Tyrone, this is for GP.
So I don't like the canned shit. It tastes like can to me. So I tried a couple of weeks ago. I actually made the cranberry sauce got the cranberries, chopped it up, put the juice in there and rendered them down, and did all that hard work for something that still didn't taste that good. So yeah, we can leave them where they're at, because even if you make the homemade cranberry sauce, it still ain't that great.
All right. So we got roasted vegetables, cabbage, spinach. No need to go around the table. It's just, let's pick one and see where it goes. Like roasted vegetables, I never really see roasted vegetables on any of my Thanksgiving dinners, because the vegetables have been covered by everything else that has been posted.
Yeah.
So roasted to me can stay undrafted. Cabbage is subjective.
What is cabbage?
Is it
coleslaw?
No, cabbage is like the regular cabbage cooked down, like almost like a greens.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Nah, ain't no cabbage at no Thanksgiving table.
Undrafted.
Undrafted. I like cabbage.
Unless y'all got another. So what? So
the only time I have cabbage is with corned beef and cabbage for St. Patrick's Day. I'm not eating cabbage outside of that.
I like cabbage because when they're seasoned right and they make it right, the cabbage juices kind of put a nice little juicy taste on the plate for me. So I will put it at D tier, because I do like to have cabbage at Thanksgiving.
All right, so it didn't rise that far. Undrafted. Spinach. Spinach. Now, spinach for me, I can only eat spinach raw.
Mm.
Like, give me spinach in a salad like that. Like, yeah, I can fuck with spinach. And I've grown to be able to do that. But cooked spinach, Popeye shit, nah, no thanks.
Spinach should never be on the fucking table at Thanksgiving, ever. What is it there for?
Right,
You got all this other shit going on. Why are you making spinach? It's the same thing what we said about the what was it? It was an accident. Something went wrong. Let me throw on some spinach. Something else.
Potato salad.
The potato salad. Yeah. Something went wrong. This is a problem. There's no reason spinach should be on there.
It's somebody forgot to do the collard greens.
Yeah, I definitely prefer the cabbage over the spinach. Only for Thanksgiving purposes, because either one of them, I'll eat either one. But if I had to choose, it'd be cabbage over spinach for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like spinach, but I'm gonna go get me another scoop of them collards. So
right,
I'm not gonna eat the spinach because I'm gonna get if I want some more greens, I'm gonna get the collard greens. So the spinach ain't gonna go on the plate. So that's just how it is.
There you go.
Well said, sir. Well said.
So back to one of the GOAT desserts, and it's the last one, that red velvet cake. It can't go undrafted.
A tier.
Oh yeah, it's definitely A.
See, so O changed his mind.
Yeah, it's definitely
A. Before he was with Tyrone and said B. So that was the flip vote that we were looking for. And we finally did it, y'all. Some GOATs. I mean, again, a bunch of these A's could be S's. Like, again,
absolutely.
For me, brown gravy, cornbread, apple cider, red velvet cake was all S tier stuff. The right ham can be S tier, in my opinion.
Brown
what
gravy,
do y'all say? Anything that could be
brown gravy over my dead lifeless corpse would be S. I promise you.
Well, damn.
He puts that shit on everything.
He wants to go out with flavor.
But yo, I promise you, man.
Bad,
Yo,
right.
You know, and this is I'm talking to my listeners out there and people who are watching. I don't condone the vote for the banana pudding. I don't eat it.
Yeah, you do.
But I know.
Yeah, you do.
I don't eat it. No. But I know a lot of the listeners do. I myself would not have let it go undrafted, but you know, I would have put it at a B.
No, it's right where it belongs. It's our list. It's not their list. Oh, it's our list.
Yeah, man. Okay? But we're here for the listeners, man.
As a group, this is what we picked.
Okay? You know what, TJ? Though you benefited off the fact that the same thing when he talked about the banana pudding. You benefited off of that with them deviled eggs. Because I don't even eat eggs, but I put the deviled eggs now on the list because they get fucked up at the Thanksgiving dinner. So if banana pudding is getting fucked up at the Thanksgiving dinner, that should go up here too. Because your deviled eggs should have been undrafted too.
All right, so put it at C. Put it at C.
Oh man, it should be a B, but all right.
Put it at
whatever.
C. I can change. Yeah, Lisper changed my mind.
That's a rarity.
But yeah, everything else here though, the undrafteds can stay undrafted.
Right.
This I would put up, but like I said, it's not New Year's is really the sparkling drink. That's the kids' alcohol sipping.
Yeah, it's the kids' table drink for sure.
Not Thanksgiving though. Not Thanksgiving. That's what the apple cider is for.
The kids are drinking apple cider with everybody else.
Yep.
For Thanksgiving.
And I said it's apple cider or apple cider or apple juice, either which way, give it to me both. Diabetic coma season all day. All day. But this was a fun one. I like this one. This was a fun one. Heavily debatable on a lot of shit.
Word.
especially pause the banana because fuck bananas. Fuck bananas, fuck sweet potatoes, fuck yams.
Man, there you go, man.
Get it out your system, man.
Come
Just
on.
let it out, bro. Just let it out.
Fuck all
There
that
you
shit.
go.
But I will
let's be
promise.
adults about this. Let's
You
be
feel better
adults
now,
about this.
don't
Come
you?
on.
I said I'm about to be an adult and tell y'all. I might even record it and say it's my first time eating colored greens.
Wow. Wow.
You know, when you say collard greens, for some reason, this Harriet Tubman pops in my head, man. Get past that.
we shall overcome.
We made strides. Okay?
But nah, this was a good list. I like this. But again, there's no debate. There's no denying all them S tiers for sure.
Big facts.
Fight your mama on S tiers if you don't think that they belong up there. But the shoe leather the leather wallet shit, that was funny on the ham.
That was wild, bro. He just needs to stop eating for whatever that person's cooking.
Yeah, I don't know who made that ham, but
Yeah, but
Mhm.
like,
You
yeah.
know, one thing that we didn't mention.
They cooked the football.
One thing that we didn't mention, right? Whatever we picked on S tier, I guarantee if my name isn't what my name is, I guarantee that 95% of black households is going to be on that table. Whatever we pick the S tier.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely. They're all staples.
And the
And
five,
all of
the
them are
5%,
made from scratch. All of them are made from scratch.
Yes.
let's see. The 5% is the smoked aspect of the turkey.
Right. Because everyone
Smoke
has done that.
Because
I
not
agree with
everybody
you on
can
that.
smoke, and not everybody has a smoker.
Correct.
But like-
I agree with you on that.
But like CJ said, I think it was CJ or whoever said, everybody had one of them smoked turkey wings though. You know what I mean? You know the deal with it.
Yeah.
My bad. I've had that, just not during Thanksgiving. I've definitely had smoked turkey wings. So let me correct that. Just not during Thanksgiving. But I have had a smoked turkey wing, shit like that. Yes, I have had it. When Tyrone put it like that, it clicked. Yes, I did have it, but just not Thanksgiving. That's it. Not Thanksgiving wise. But this was fun. This was dope.
Yeah.
We done. Almost went fucking 3 hours arguing over this food.
Food is life, bro. This is serious business.
People
lose people over food, man. Relationships have fallen because of food, bro.
Yeah.
And their poor choices.
People
serious.
Died from not eating it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have a compatible partner if y'all don't agree on food. That's not gonna work. You a vegan and I'm a carnivore. Sorry.
I'm dealing with
a
that
lot of
right
meat
now.
in the freezer.
I'm dealing with that right now. My old lady's doing some, she's going vegan, and she said, I'll fry these mushrooms up and it'll be just like fried chicken. And I'm like, well, it won't be like fried chicken to me because I'll be eating fried chicken. You know what I mean?
As soon as it said just like, I'm like, now count me out.
I don't want to be just like anything but what I want to eat.
Yo,
That's what I want.
as soon as they put that label like vegan buffalo chicken, there's no fucking chicken. You eliminated the chicken with the vegan word.
Nah. Keep your mushrooms, bro.
That's it.
Yeah.
Keep your mushrooms, keep your fried cauliflower.
Keep your jackfruit. Keep all of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like jackfruit to begin with. So
I've never had it.
Well, lucky you.
My wife said it's coming in a milk carton.
Wow.
I mean, as long as I don't see it, eggs like that, it might be different. If it cooks up the same,
it's the same texture.
But eggs taste like whatever you season it with.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you know, like normally, to be honest with you, when I make eggs, real eggs, like I don't season them with anything other than if I put butter in the pan. I don't need to season them with anything.
You got to throw some pepper on that at least, dogs.
Bacon fat.
Nah,
that bacon grease. Make your bacon first, and then throw the egg.
Yeah, and then put the egg in. I do that all the time.
That too, but just butter is enough. Like I don't, because the butter already got the salt and all that shit, and the egg itself.
You could just do a pat of butter and
then
put the eggs in the butter.
It gets seasoned and covered up anyway by all the fucking cheese I put on it.
Oh damn! God damn!
It gets covered up by the cheese,
man.
Word. But we done. It's enough, Tyrone.
Hey man, like I said, I was looking forward to football and forward to Thanksgiving, family time, all that. It's supposed to be, the happy times. And it's like a good time because it takes the stress off of your life. You go back to life, but Thanksgiving, you get to eat and enjoy yourself and take some stress off. So it's a good time to spend time with your families. I just want to wish all the listeners happy Thanksgiving, wish you guys happy Thanksgiving. And guess what? I tricked y'all because now I know if I get invited to dinner, whose house I want to go eat over. Figured out, man, that y'all all right. Y'all all right. I could come have a meal at one of you guys' crib. You know what I mean? But who's next? Oh,
yeah, I'll go next, man. Nah, man. Shout out to y'all and Jamal. Shout out to the listeners, man. Y'all made this fun, man. Y'all made this fun with the interaction and the whole shit, man. For Thanksgiving, yeah, I'm a Giants fan, man. So I'm not really into. I'll be watching objectively. I wish the NBA would hijack Thanksgiving like the NFL is trying to hijack Christmas, But whatever. Nah, man, it's gonna be pretty busy for me come Wednesday night because, like I said, I like to smoke my turkey, so I prep. I already took my turkey out. Or whatever, I'm gonna brine it and all that. I'm going through the whole shit. So, yeah, man, it's gonna be fun for me, man. I enjoy it, So, but again, shout out to the listeners. Shout out to the followers here, whatever. And great show again, man. On the TJ.
Yeah, this was dope. This was fun. We had a lot of good laughs today. That's what it's all about. That's like the essence of Thanksgiving, being around your people and chopping it up and having a good time. That's what it really means to us, Thanksgiving. Shout out to the listeners. Shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to Del Monte, you know what I'm saying, for the W. Shout out to Jamal. He missed a good one today, but it was a dope show. I love doing shit like this.
And shouts out to me eating my canned cranberry sauce in peace.
Word.
Ocean Spray.
Word. Because it's funny because I've had recent years where it's like I would forget that I didn't have it on my plate. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm going for round 2. And then it's like I'll eat just a little bit because I'm like, damn. And speaking of just at getting older. The rounds of second, thirds, fourths, and them shits have been decreasing so much over the years. Like,
yeah, I hate that shit too. I've been a two-plate chump for the past few years now, son. I want more, and I can't do it. My body won't allow me to do it. I'm getting upset,
nigga. You want to move? You want to be able to move afterwards.
You sit there sleep
watching consciously.
You be able to sitting there sleep watching the Cowboys getting their ass kicked.
This week anyway. This week for sure. I think I'm gonna watch with full attention on that one. Watch them get their fucking Cooper Rush get his ass kicked and shit. Get his ass kicked. But yeah, we did talk about that. I thought I had to go back on some shit. But whatever you're doing. If you're out there and you're not like us, make sure you're seasoning some of your food with that Hooks Rub. 20% off your order using the code STARTING5. I'm sure it'll be too late for you to get your order by now. But still, Christmas is coming. My birthday, Christmas is coming.
Word.
And we out.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
If you're having Thanksgiving, whatever, Genocide Day, whatever, it's more about the family. It's more about the family and the food. And we done. Peace.
That's all I'm worried about.
Peace.
Yes, sir.